what is it? I really want Hot Pockets. Hot Pockets are so good.
Hot Pockets.
Hot Pocket.
Hot Pockets.
Jim Gaffigan.
Yeah.
I
Hot
love Jim
Pockets.
Gaffigan. Hot Pocket.
Hello, sisters. Dude, you do it
Hi,
so well.
sis-
You do
Hi,
it so.
sisters.
Oh my god, it's
Welcome
like
to the podcast.
Dude, it's-
Asian Styles and Umji Bear and me. I can't.
Dude, you sound just like him, dude. Holy shit.
Oh man.
We're gonna test out this kit right here. This is a new compact from my line. Oh god, I'm
Oh,
not gonna
man.
do that.
Oh my
These are
God.
earphones, by the way. That's not makeup. Oh man, you should try. Do you guys use wireless earbuds?
I do.
Working out and stuff.
I do.
I really like these. These are not sponsored. These are not Raycons.
Are they
I got these on
Raycons?
sale. No, they're Momentum. Sennheiser Momentum.
Oh,
Oh.
the
They're the older
Sennheiser
one.
one.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
This is
I
an
remember
older
seeing a
one.
review of those.
I got it on sale for like half off, so it's really not really good.
Yeah. I was thinking about getting
But I hear Raycons are pretty good, right?
I mean,
Raycons?
everyone and their mother are
Sponsored by
sponsored by Raycon. So
Raycon. Yo, sponsor this podcast, Raycon. Hello.
sponsor this
Yeah.
podcast that gets unlisted on YouTube every single week.
Oh wait. You told us why, right? I completely forgot to talk about it. I was
Huh?
like, because when you told us, I was like 2 in the morning or something for me, like 2 or 3 in the morning, and then I checked my phone, and then you said like, oh, I know why it was demonetized. Apparently, it's like so and so. Can we talk about that?
Yeah, sure. The reason why like every single podcast has been demonetized on my channel was not the swearing.
Like we thought.
No. It was because apparently there's a movie called The Secret Stream.
Wait, it's a movie?
There is a movie called The Secret Stream, and they were flagging my video every time every time I finished the stream, saying it was copyrighted.
Oh
That
my
the name of my stream was copyrighted.
Oh man.
Never even heard of that.
Dude, who watched The Secret Stream?
Yo, I'm googling it right
Like,
now.
what is that?
Secret stream? Like a stream, like a water stream? Like, is that what they're talking
I don't know,
about?
dude. I have no idea. But apparently it's copyrighted.
Oh man.
Oh, it might be from The Secret. Like, The Secret, that book.
No. It literally said
The
The Secret
documentary.
You can't copyright like a word
Oh.
that already exists.
Oh, there is a thing called The Secret Stream. What the hell is this?
Oh man, that's funny. All right, should we get started?
All right, let's get started.
All right,
okay.
right.
Before we get started, we gotta lay down the ground rules. Oh, I need to put that. Wait. I need to put that in the. Every swear word is 5 push-ups.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Oh, dude, I gotta put
Okay.
I gotta put that swear counter thing up too.
Yeah. All right. Ground rules. We're gonna go with the same rules as last stream, where if any of us say, we're gonna say it now because we could get it out of the way for now. But like words like the F word, fuck, bitch, and shit. Was that what we agreed on?
Yes.
Yeah.
Those 3. Any variation of those 3 will be counted as a swear word. So and every swear word will be 5 push-ups each. So keep count on those. And if only one person is held accountable for all the swear words, they will do all the push-ups, and
Yeah.
everyone else watches.
Yeah. They're talking about me.
All right. With that being said, let's get started now. Starting now. You can start counting now.
I'm just not gonna
Okay.
say anything.
I love how it just says
Okay.
your Square account. 'Cause
Just
it's
on my
most
like on my stream, I literally just have G swear count. That's all I have.
Yeah.
Because I know this is gonna be me.
Oh man. Oh,
Putting
man.
like
Man, why
Asian
can't-
styles and Charlie swear count is a waste of space.
It's a waste of space, a waste of time.
Okay. All right. The first topic, I think I'm gonna let G bring this up actually,
What? What am I
But-
talking about?
because it's the first topic. Remember
No.
the Twitch streamers.
Oh
on
shit.
YouTube. Yeah.
Oh my god.
I already don't. I don't remember.
Dude,
what
it's
we were-
it's literally been like 3 minutes and I already
Oh,
Oh. What did you just go again?
damn
I
it.
just caught it.
Was that
Dude.
two?
No, it's one. I only said
Oh,
one.
okay.
Yeah, I only said one.
Okay.
Damn it.
Twitch streamers on YouTube.
Okay. So like so this is something I did want to talk about. So apparently, I like how we're both streaming too. I'm streaming on YouTube and you're streaming on Twitch. So apparently Twitch partners can now also stream on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah. So before, if you were an affiliate, I believe you could stream on both platforms, on any platform that you like. But the moment that you hit partner, you were exclusive to Twitch. So so you were not allowed to stream on any other platform, but you could post videos. But I believe that you can't you can't stream on other platforms. I believe was the deal.
Yeah.
I think this is a great thing that's happening, but I also have a feeling I think Twitch is scared of YouTube. My personal opinion. And I think it's relatable because like yesterday when I was live streaming, at the end of my stream, I did bring up I did talk to the viewers yesterday on what their opinion was. So like for instance, like I stream quite frequently on my channel. And it's just been an absolute mess for my page, my channel page, right? And so what I was considering was what if I streamed on Twitch, right? What if I stream on Twitch and keep the videos on YouTube? And about 90% of my viewers were like, no, we would rather you just make another YouTube account and just stream on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Consensus was pretty big.
It was pretty
Yeah.
big. It was pretty big. And I think though, and one of the reasons why though, is like one, like there is a much bigger viewership as a whole, or potential viewership on YouTube is one, right? And number two, you'd be surprised of how many people actually don't have Twitch accounts. Actually. And with the recent Twitch updates of like, I opened up Twitch one time and I was watching, I forgot who I was watching. I literally had to watch 10 ads back to back. Yeah, I'm not
Sounds
even
about
joking.
Yeah, there are a lot of
Yeah,
ads.
like 10 ads back to back just to watch the streamer. And I was like, dude, that's like, it's like what? So I don't know what they're doing over there. So the ads are absolutely insane. So I think Twitch is, I think like even for the Niji Sanji guys, right? The recent Niji Sanji guys for VTubers, they're all streaming. They're all streaming. They're streaming on YouTube,
Yeah.
right? So like I think so I thought about streaming on Twitch, and then the more I thought about it, and the more I talked with the viewers, I was just kind of like, no, I should just stay on YouTube. So probably in the near future, I probably will be making a live stream YouTube account. And then just keep all my live streams there, and then just upload my videos like normal on my main channel. So I think
I
that's
kind
the
of
way
wish
to do it.
YouTube did the whole, you know how YouTube Shorts has its own category?
Yeah,
the
that would be
lives
if
would
there
just
was
have
for
its own
something for live
category.
streams. Yeah, because like my
Yeah.
uploads, it's just like it's oh my god, it's terrible.
Could it be possible that it could be like what's that thing called? You know how like iMessage is only for iPhones, like a patent?
Oh sure.
Mhm.
Could it be like the layout for like having the streams on one tab or something on YouTube is like a patent that Twitch has or something? Um, I don't know. Just a thought. I don't.
Yeah.
That could be a possibility. But when we talk about this, I have been thinking about. I don't know if I should switch to YouTube as well. Uh, yeah, like when I do like try to rate someone, the first thing when I
Yeah.
click on their thing, ad.
Ad. Yeah. Ad.
It's like it's
Ad.
like
Yeah.
a 2 or 3 minute long ad.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah. The ads on Twitch are
stupid
insane.
long,
Yeah. So I
stupid
actually
long
don't.
ad.
It's kind of stupid, but I only watch uh Twitch streamers that I'm subscribed to, so I don't see the ads. Legit, that's like the only people that I watch. Because it's just so annoying. I did see someone's comment about something that's related. It was like a twit. Was it by Scott Blitz? Twitch, I think, takes more money from donations that I receive from donators than YouTube takes. I don't think you can donate on Twitch unless it's through PayPal, Streamlabs, or whatever. Yeah. So if you're talking about subscription, I think it's 50-50 when you start out. But then you can renegotiate if you have a manager, or if you get big enough, you can renegotiate. I know some people have like 30-70 cut, so they take 70 and Twitch takes 30. The thing with YouTube though is they take about 40 to 50% of all super chats,
Yeah, super chats
and also ad revenue. So like,
and the join and the join
and the community thing. Yeah, so they take quite a lot. So like there was one time where there was a couple streams where I think total one time I made like 3,000 on super chats. I got like, I think I got like 2,000 only, or something like that. Yeah. So like they took a massive cut of that. So like,
Jeez.
yeah, it's very ridiculous.
It's kind of
ridiculous.
disheartening to like,
Yeah.
man.
It's their platform. They can do whatever they want, so it's
Yeah.
fine. But you get super hyped for it. But like, I'm paying taxes pretty much to YouTube. Is pretty much what I'm doing. But honestly though, I think this is the right step for content creators as a whole. Though, being able to stream on YouTube, I think will be great. So I think communities, I think Twitch streamers can also tap into the YouTube community. And also, I think that I don't know if it works the other way around, though. I don't know if people on YouTube would be willing to. Because here's the thing: I know a lot of Twitch viewers also watch YouTube, right? Because a lot of Twitch streamers watch YouTube, right? So like, I don't know if it's the other way around, though. I know like a majority of my viewers don't watch Twitch. So I find that very interesting. So I don't know if it'll help the YouTube content creators, but the Twitch content creators for sure. I think this is like a definite big win. But I also think that this is kind of I think Twitch is getting kind of cornered. I wouldn't be surprised if the next coming years Twitch started to dwindle, because a lot of people are talking mad trash about Twitch like every year, and a lot of YouTube streamers that came from Twitch are like, oh my God, thank God I came to YouTube. The only annoying part of YouTube is I have to make a goddamn thumbnail, and I have to fill out a different thing every single time I stream, which is kind of annoying, but it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Yeah. But
just like us, whenever we upload a video, we got to fill up a new form of thing every time.
Yeah.
Do they should have like? Do they have like a preset kind of thing? Does vidIQ have that, like a preset?
Well, I mean, when you live stream on YouTube, like what I do here is if you're going to use the same thumbnail, you could reuse settings. So like for this stream right now, it's the same settings I've used since our very first podcast. I've used the same thumbnail every single time because like no one's gonna watch it, so who cares, right? Yeah, exactly. But it doesn't really matter. But if you are like a YouTube streamer, right? You probably want to have a nice thumbnail, right?
Yeah.
But for something like because I make a new thumbnail every single Friday that I stream.
Yeah.
But for this one, I'm just kind of like, screw it.
Oh man. That's a
But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know like what the trend of streaming platforms are, but I do know YouTube is getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
mhm.
Um, and if you talk to a lot of Twitch streamers that are popular, you'd be
Mhm.
surprised how a lot of people on the street they're like, "Hey, you're that YouTuber," because they saw Twitch clips,
Mhm.
like compilations and stuff, or they saw their YouTube channel. And less likely will people come up and be like, "Hey, you're a Twitch streamer." Most of the time, it's like you're a YouTuber. Like Tim the
Yeah.
Tatman said that. Doctor Disrespect said that.
Mm.
A lot of people, a lot of big streamers have said the same thing. That when they're recognized in the street, they're recognized more for their YouTube videos than the actual live stream themselves.
Mhm.
So I don't know. I don't know where this is going. I have no idea where
Except
this.
for what's his name? Ninja.
Ninja? Oh yeah, he's different. Yeah. Ninja was
He
I
blew up
guess so.
on
He blew
Twitch.
up on
Yeah.
Twitch, yeah.
I think he's
Yeah.
partly what put Twitch on the map for most people.
Yeah.
For most normal
Yeah,
people who
I
don't
would
really
say.
watch streams, they're like, "What's this guy doing on this Twitch thing that with Drake and these other rappers and whatnot?" I
Yeah.
think
I
that's
mean, like he is probably one of the most internationally recognized streamer, I
Yeah.
think. Yeah. Like you go anywhere and everyone knows Ninja,
Mhm.
Yeah.
no matter what country you're from. If you have access
Shroud's
to it.
getting pretty big too.
Yeah, Shroud's getting big.
Uh,
He's
Yeah,
getting up there.
Shroud too. Would you say Shroud is more known as a streamer than a YouTuber right now?
Yeah, he's a streamer. Yeah, people
Yeah,
recognize.
he's
Well,
more known
people
as a
recognize him mainly for like how good of a
His
player
esports
he
type
is.
too,
Yeah, his
yeah.
esports.
Actually, yeah, it is
Yeah,
more. Yeah.
yeah.
That makes
Cause man, he was crazy back
yeah.
then. He's
Well, he's in esports now.
Yeah.
He's
Valorant,
in
right?
Valorant. Yeah, he's a Valorant
Yeah.
pro player now. Yeah.
That's what happens when you're just stupidly good at aiming. dude.
That's the thing is like, dude, I've never even touched Valorant. I've never even opened that game.
Yo, we want to play later.
Oh no.
No, Valorant's literally CS:GO with superpowers.
With waifus and superpowers.
So what you're saying?
shoot.
So you're saying it's Apex with crappier
Yeah,
graphics?
it's Apex. Well, no, it's not crappy. I love the graphics in Valorant.
It's cartoon CS:GO.
Oh, cartoon
It's
CS:GO.
Overwatch
Yeah.
CS:GO.
Oh,
Basically, it's
Overwatch
like-
CS:GO.
Overwatch CS:GO.
It's
Oh,
like
God.
CS:GO took elements of Overwatch and then yeah, that's it. Yeah. The only reason I don't play Valorant is specifically just for the interaction part of that game is just not that great.
Speaking of
Yeah.
games, this is like a side track. There's this game that just came out, and it's kind of like PUBG but with superpowers. And I think it has VoIP, so we can use that.
What is it
for
called?
content, I think. Super People.
Super
I
people.
was watching Ori play it. I was like, this game looks like PUBG but with superpowers.
What?
Yeah, I kind of want to try it. It's free
Yeah, we could try that.
right now. Yeah, we could try that, and it has
Yeah.
VoIP, so we can just like,
I'm
do
down
our
to try it.
normal garbage. Because I wanted to get back into PUBG actually. Like I was itching to play it again maybe a month ago, and then my friends were like, "Yeah, me too." And then they hopped on before I could, and then they tried it, and they were like, "Yeah, there's still too many hackers, man. It's not.
my
It's no
God.
point." Yeah.
Man.
Did you guys play PUBG?
Yes.
I did.
I played a
and
lot
I
of
hate the
PUBG.
game.
I think I have like 700 to 800 hours in PUBG.
Dude,
It's like one of my-
I was obsessed with PUBG, dude. I was obsessed with
Dang.
that game. And I
I
was
was
absolutely
opposite.
terrible. I was terrible at that game. Dude, the lag and the latency was extremely bad in that game.
the optimization was
Oh God, it was trash.
especially when you land from parachuting
Yeah,
down.
yeah.
It's like, it's like
Oh,
it
did
was
you
so
did you
bad.
also know if you were on like a motorcycle with a friend, if you tried to do like if you got onto a ramp and if you did like an aerial 360, the game couldn't compute that. So you would die and you'd fall off the bike. The moment you go upside down, you would literally fall to the ground and you would die from you would
Dang.
yeah, because
That's why me and
it
my
just couldn't
friends,
compute
ended
it.
up calling it. We just ended up calling the game Bug P. instead
Yeah,
of
dude, that's what it
PUBG,
was,
'cause
dude.
it's full of
Bug G.
And dude,
Bug.
you know what PUBG stood for, right?
Yeah, Player Unknown's Battleground.
Yeah, do you know what Player Unknown is?
He's the guy who.
He's the
did,
guy who
H1Z1.
made the. He literally
DayZ,
put
he
his
did
name.
DayZ.
He literally put his name. No, it's Isn't it
Was it not
H1Z1?
I thought it was DayZ.
H1Z1.
Oh, it's
like
not
a
DayZ.
mod for DayZ, I
H1Z1.
think.
Maybe
Yeah,
it's DayZ.
H1Z1's a spin-off that somebody else made.
Yeah.
I think it was DayZ that he made the mod for.
But yeah, like it's like that's like saying Bear Battlegrounds. Asian Styles Legends. Like, dude.
No, dude, it's like Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege.
Oh yeah.
Player unknown's battleground.
No, but
He was
like
taking
for
a-
Tom
he was taking a
Clancy
page
though,
from
Tom
Clancy's
Clancy
book.
he puts his name's like really small, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But
this is like
PUBG in like big ass letters. Sharkly
nobody-
Craft online, like dude.
Nobody just calls it battlegrounds because like Rainbow Six Siege, people just call it Rainbow Six Siege. They don't call it Tom. They don't go Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege. It's like, oh yeah, Rainbow Six Siege. Well, yeah, PUBG. It's like you can't not say that player knows battleground.
Oh my god.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's
player-
some
Player
premium
Player
brand.
Unknown is a Giga Chad.
Now, what's he doing now? What's he doing?
Probably
You know,
make
as a guest on the podcast.
he's probably making like a spin-off TV show called My Little Player Unknown is probably what he's making.
He and Notch should be friends. Like people who made big games and probably aren't doing anything anymore. Oh, maybe he's doing something. I don't know. You know.
All right, I think that's a good segue to our next topic of creators. Is it? Let's just start it this way.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think it's more important to make viewers happy, or do what makes you happy? In terms of content creation.
That is such a tough question.
Yeah, in terms of content creation. Yeah.
That is such a tough question.
Yeah.
That's a fight. That is a struggle that I deal with every day.
I feel that.
I don't even know what the right answer is to that.
I think we should ask Charkley first.
Well, me, honestly, this is something I face at work all the time.
Mhm.
So I don't know how it is in the scale where it's just like me individually, because it's like me and a team usually at work. But I hate to say that as much as we want to do stuff that makes us happy, we usually have to dumb it down and make it more caterable to a bigger mass audience than it is to like specific things.
Mhm.
Even though I want to be like, oh, let's focus on doing something like this where it targets very specific, demographics, and it makes very specific people happy, and it makes me happy in particular too.
Mhm.
But you're never gonna be successful. Well, not never, but you're gonna have a harder time like picking up like your the winds on your sails are not gonna pick up as good if you target specifically. You gotta cast a wider net at the start at least, and then your niche kind of grows from there.
So here's what I think. I think the beautiful thing to say and the safe option to say is we should do what makes us happy.
Mhm.
I think that is the expected answer, but I think I disagree with that statement. Now, but here's I agree but disagree at the same time. So I
Mhm.
think I'm going to generalize it a little bit. I think we're talking about content creators. I think content creators should enjoy content creation, but they should be aware of what their audience wants as well at the same time. So enjoy the process, but they don't necessarily have to enjoy the product. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense? So enjoy making the product, but you don't have to enjoy that product, I think is the best way. That's kind of how I'm doing it right now. So there are some videos where I'm just kind of like, for instance, like the dating discords are fun. They're fun.
Mhm.
It's so annoying to make, to edit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like I hate editing it because it's funny and I like the fun process of it and the jokes in it and stuff. But it is my most difficult video to edit. right?
because
And
it's
and I
super
yeah,
time
I also
consuming.
gave it to Renzi, and it took him like 2.5 weeks to edit that video, right?
Yeah.
And even that video didn't have as much edits as I normally would put in, right?
Mhm.
So I would say it was probably maybe 60% of how much edits I normally put in, maybe even 50, right? But it was a passable video, so we're like, so I approved it, so we moved forward with it, right?
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
like, that's something that like my viewership likes, right?
Mhm.
But it's so I don't want to only make
Tedious.
I also don't want to make
Mhm.
dating Discord videos all the time, right? And like sometimes
Yeah,
I play games and I make videos that people just don't want to watch, but I enjoy it. So
Mhm.
I would post it, but those videos might get like 5,000 views, right?
Mhm.
In comparison to like I might post a dating Discord video, which is like on my normal standard, or I'll do an anime song video on VR chat and it'll get hundreds of thousands of views, right? So it's like
Mhm.
we have to understand like what we're doing, right? We're not like YouTube. If you are doing YouTube and Twitch to express yourself, then screw it. Do whatever you want to do, right?
Mhm.
But if you want to make a living off of YouTube, you have to still be considerate of your community and your audience, right? Because
Mhm.
now money is involved, and when money's involved, then there is a whatchamacallit, there is a supply and demand, right?
Mhm.
So and because money's involved, creativity gets that's when it becomes a little bit of a
Yeah.
problem,
Mhm.
and that's
It's
where
like a seesaw, a little
yeah,
teeter
and
totter.
because
Yeah.
I get paid from YouTube to do the stuff that I do, um, this is a challenge that I fight every time, like every day, every
Mhm.
time I make a video, and like I'm not gonna lie, like I haven't been posting a lot, and like deep down, I feel guilty for not posting.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And I hate that. You
Yeah.
know, I personally I would like to like just post whenever I want and you know and spend a lot of time on my videos and post every single video that I like every time I post I want to be really proud of it. I want it to be a masterpiece and stuff like that. But like at the same time like you have to play the game unfortunately.
Mhm.
If you want to make money on YouTube or
Mhm.
Twitch, like you have to yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah,
It
it's a
becomes
problem
complicating because money's involved. If money
when
wasn't
there
an
are like
issue,
sponsors
then
involved
yeah,
or like
yeah,
investors
exactly, yeah.
involved. Yeah.
So I don't get as much stress as most content creators have because I have a daytime job, right?
Mhm.
And I make a decent amount of money on it where I don't rely on YouTube to survive.
Mhm.
But the issue is because I make most of my money on my daytime job, I can't
There's no
spend
incentive
yeah, I
much.
can't spend so
Yeah.
much time doing YouTube, which is like the frustrating
Mhm.
side of me on like creatively.
Mhm.
So yeah, it's kind of like yeah, and also work's been picking up a lot recently as well. So it's been much
Mhm.
difficult to make more videos. But yeah, it depends. It depends on what do you want. Um if you want to make this a career and you want to make money and you want to keep the lights on, then you have to be considerate of
Mhm.
what your audience or your community wants. If you don't care about that, if you don't care about money,
Do what makes you
then
happy.
yeah, do whatever you want. Like who
Honestly,
cares?
Yeah.
Yeah.
also don't be too prideful to the point that, you won't sell out even just a little bit. You got to feed yourself too. Come on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I have no problems with content creators having sponsors, right?
Mhm.
The only problem I have is when people make immoral decisions for
Mhm.
sponsorships, right? So one of my favorite YouTubers is Dr. Mike. Right?
Mhm.
I respect for what he does. He's super positive. I love the quality of his videos. He's funny. He's absolutely adorable. I love him. Right.
Mhm.
And the thing that I love him on the most is he calls out BS when he sees it, and he
Mhm.
refuses to take sponsors from companies that he speaks up
Doesn't believe
against.
in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because he speaks against like he's a doctor, right? So there's
Mhm.
so many companies out there. They're like, hey, if you take these essential oils, it'll heal your headaches.
Mhm.
Or, you know what I mean? Or you take this pill, and your PP will grow like 60 inches or whatever, right?
60.
Like, dude, like there's all these companies that reach out to him, and he adamantly says no every time because he's like,
Mhm.
hey, every single time these type of videos come up or ads come up, I shout them out and I say that this is wrong, right? This is not FDA approved, number
Mhm.
one. And number two, if essential oils healed headaches, why do we have doctors in the first place? Like, you know what I mean? Right? Like, and he made a great point. He was like, why would I have my job if essential oils healed everything?
Yeah.
Right? Why don't I just prescribe essential oils to people when they come in my office? Like,
prescribe Vicks Vapor.
yeah, exactly. Like, why would but the thing is, like, but I'm sure, but because he's got like 10 mil subs, right? And every video that he uploads at least gets like 1 million views, right? So that's 1 million, that's close to 1 million people watching, right? So that's a huge market that these companies can have access to, right? But like, he refuses to do that because he wants to be truthful, right? And he wants to stand for what he believes. So he has standards, and he actively uses the products that he advertises, which is super cool. And so I've actually gotten sponsorship offers from quite a lot of companies, and I've turned a lot of them down. I almost took Raid Shadow Legends because I wanted to post on an April 1st video, and I was going to make a whole meme video out of it. And I asked them if I could do that, and they were like, no.
No, we are.
I legit was gonna post on April 1st and be like, "Hey guys, this video is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends," and like start singing a song and start like talking mad trash about the game. Like, I've never played this game before, like, like.
Man,
but they're like, no. I was like, all right.
You should have done it anyway.
Yeah, maybe I might. I was gonna do something like that, but the thing is, for me, I was like, I would be down to do it if it can be funny, right? Then yeah, I'd totally do it. But like,
honestly though, I feel like a lot of these games that do that, like reach out to content creators, aren't games that are really worth playing to begin with. Like, did you see Apex getting people to be like, hey, play Apex Legends? No, everyone's playing it without these content creators pushing them. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, like, I know Raid Shadow Legends, that they dish out a lot of money too. But like I said, like, it's if I was in a different situation, like for instance, if I was a full-time YouTuber and if I was strapped for cash, I can see the temptation. I can really see the temptation to take it. Because it's like what, maybe $3 to $5 grand, potentially sometimes 10 grand for a sponsorship like that. And like, that's like easy money straight to your bank account, and you can pay rent for the next 3 days, three months. You know what I mean? So like, it's like, I can see the temptation for it. But well, thank God that I don't have to deal with that. Because YouTube, by the way, guys, don't pay my bills. Like, legit, like, it's I don't make enough on YouTube to pay the bills, and that's totally fine. Which is why I'm just kind of like doing what I want, really. But
yeah, at your own pace.
Yeah, and it's and I think YouTube is a lot more fun for me than some YouTubers out there that are on the similar sub count. And because I know like people around my sub count, they are hustling. They're like lacking sleep, and they are, oh God, like and I know some people with like with less viewership, and they're struggling, dude. They're really struggling. And man, it's tough. It's tough, dude. I think
trying to make it your job.
Yeah, no, I've talked to some of my friends, and I really don't mind saying it here. I would say you would be probably self-sustainable on YouTube if you hit about 600K. I would probably say if you're around 700K subscribers, that's probably when you can pay your own bills, have enough money for food, and have enough money to maybe pay for an editor here and there. But then you would still have to edit your own videos here and there. But I would say 600K is probably a safe number to think about going full time. Anything below that, you would be, oh man, dude,
you're rolling the dice.
Yeah, dude, I made like $6 grand 1 month before. I've also made $500 a month before on YouTube.
I wonder what that is on Twitch subs numbers. Not
basically,
followers. Yeah,
It's
Twitch
really
sucks.
easy to count how much someone makes on Twitch.
Yeah, you just cut their
Mm.
number in half. How
Yeah,
many
just cut
subs
the
they
number
have
in
and cut the
half.
number in half. That's how much they make.
So if they have like
Yeah.
1,000 subs, that's $500.
That's 500.
Or no,
That's
500
500,
people.
Yeah.
500 people times
roughly.
5. So 2,500.
Jeez. Oh, okay. Man.
Yeah.
But that's, by the way, that's like before tax. So
That's before taxes.
they have to
yeah.
pay tax after. So yeah.
Yeah. So if someone has like 500 subs, that's a
There's
pretty
also different
decent-
tiers,
Yeah.
which
Yeah,
makes it a
there's
little bit
tier
difficult
three.
difficult
Yeah.
to calculate.
But that's just
But it's
a
just
good
an
rough
average, like a
estimation.
rough
Yeah.
average. Yeah.
Yeah.
What
But-
I do
On
to
top of that,
some
some
now
of
is that I
these-
pay. Oh, go ahead.
On top of that, some of these Twitch streamers probably have some kind of sponsorship if
That
they're
too.
getting like that
Yeah.
many like subs. So
Yeah, man.
yeah.
I hope I'm not discouraging any like future content creators out there
Yeah.
that are in
No,
the
but
chat.
I mean,
No,
if,
because
honestly, no, go ahead.
I think we like, to answer the question, we reached the general consensus that to we should it depends, right? It depends if you're trying to make it a living, then yes, you need to have a lot more awareness of what your viewership wants. But if you're people like me and Umji and Charkley, where we're like, this isn't really like our full-time job. We don't pay the bills with YouTube. Like, then just do it for fun. You should do what makes you happy. Why do something miserable when you're just doing it for fun? Right?
Yeah. That's why like
I
I
think,
said,
yeah.
I enjoy the
Yeah.
process.
Mhm.
I enjoy the process, but I don't necessarily enjoy the content that I make sometimes. Most of my
Mhm.
content that I've made thus
Mhm.
far, I've liked. I would say
Mhm.
probably 99% of the videos I've made, I've liked.
Mhm.
But there are a handful of videos where I'm just kind of like, I need to put this out.
Mhm.
But I had fun making it. But
Mhm.
I wasn't 100% inspired to make it. And
Yeah.
and honestly, guys, you can kind of tell. You can kind of tell in the video. Like
Mhm.
most of the time, if I really like that video, if I really enjoyed making that video, there is a crap ton of edits in it. Most of the time,
Mhm.
a lot of different shots, a lot of B-roll, a lot of graphics, a lot of craziness. Like for instance, like
The bomb diffuser.
the bomb
I've-
diffusal one.
I've seen his timelines. Okay, I've seen Umji's timelines. They're crazy.
There, dude. Like yeah, my my
remember the
premiere
comment you
timelines are
got.
insane.
The
Dude,
comment
it's
you
so
got on your
bad.
bomb
Dude,
diffusal video.
it's so bad that even after I built him his computer, that it would still take a long time to render those small
Yeah,
little
yeah.
sections. Yeah.
Like for instance, like the bomb diffusal one, there is a moment when Charkley is doing the Eric Cartman impression, right? So
Yeah.
I hand drew Eric Cartman wearing like
animated. Yeah.
yeah,
everything.
wearing the same outfit that Charkley's avatar was wearing, and I hand animated the head and the mouth going up and
Yeah.
down, and the head
No.
and the head moving up like this. Like this. I spent a legitimate like 5 hours
Oh,
like
yeah.
hand animating it every frame by frame.
Oh man.
But that was
That
that
was
was a
fun.
video that I really liked. I really liked that video, and I was
Yeah.
really excited about that video. Didn't get a lot of views, but I didn't really
Yeah,
care.
didn't do
But it was
that
fun.
well,
But I didn't care.
loved that thing.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
watch it like just to cheer myself up.
Dude,
from
it's
time to
such a
time.
good video, dude. It was such a good video.
Also, just the comment, there was this one guy that was like, I'm not gonna call him out, obviously, but he was like, "Oh man, there's too many edits here. It's like way too much going on." And you were like, "Thanks for the input. It was fun for me to have them on here, though." Like,
Yeah. No, I
See, okay,
Uh,
that's another question, another thing we could talk about some of the time, but that's all preference. You know, a lot of edits, some people don't, so it's all preference. Yeah, really depends on the type of content you subscribe to. Yeah, I would like, for example, like I would show something that I made to you guys, and then you guys could like point out all the little things, like, hey, we could add this there, do this, do a little more of that. There, you know what I'm talking about? And then I would show it to like a different like YouTuber friend, and they'll be like, "Oh, I think you did a little too much here," or "You did
yeah.
like that's
Yeah,
too
yeah.
crazy." Like it's all preference. Yeah, and the type of content you want to bring put out. Man.
Yeah, but man, no, but this is no Asian dislike. This is a very, very good question.
Mhm.
Yeah, and
It's-
I think
it's
we
something
say this.
both battle with.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but I think this is
yeah.
like anytime anybody asks us about content creation, And you know, we always talk about like we know what we're talking about. But like,
We don't.
yeah, I have no idea what I'm doing.
You're always at the mercy
yeah.
of the algorithm,
Yeah,
man.
that's true. Like for instance, like my channel. Actually, I really don't care talking about it. Like my videos are not getting recommended as much anymore.
Mhm.
And I think it has to do with the live streams because I haven't been posting a lot of videos, but I've been live streaming more, and the viewership. There's less people watching my live streams than watching my videos, right? So when I just posted my videos, like like a video that wouldn't do well is normally around 30 to 40K back then. But now that since I've been doing way more live streams, the overall viewership of live streams is significantly lower than viewers clicking on my video to watch, right? So YouTube is pretty much was like, hey, people aren't watching Bear content as much anymore because they're not clicking on his thing as much anymore. So like a lot of my videos aren't being recommended that much anymore, right? Which was why I think is as a strategic move is why I
Make
should
a second channel.
make a second channel where I'm only doing live streams, so my main channel won't get affected for the videos, right? So it's like a self-destructive thing that YouTube has made for their algorithm, and their algorithm is super aggressive, guys. By the way, it's extremely aggressive. So a heat of warning. I would say like if you look at a lot of the big YouTubers, when they do stream on YouTube, it's like maybe like once every couple of months on their main channel, right?
Or unless you're
they'll have
Linus Tech Tips, you stream every week, but you release a video every single day.
every single day. Yeah. So there's a buffer, right? So a lot of the
Yeah.
videos make up for that. So like it really you gotta if you want to be a successful YouTuber, you gotta strategize, unfortunately. And if you want to make a living out of it. If you don't care, who cares, man? Just do whatever you want. But yeah.
Yeah.
Here's a question: like, would you guys start from scratch if there was this new platform that came out, or not even like, oh no,
It depends.
I don't know.
like a
I
paid
don't know
platform?
I don't know the answer to that question. And the reason why is I don't have a big enough fan base to do that. I don't have a big enough community to support me over there, right?
Mhm.
Because like for instance, right, if I told all of my viewers here to move over to Twitch, I guarantee you 10% will.
Mhm. It's a small percentage because
Yeah.
everyone has preference of platform.
Yeah,
as
because
well, too.
you're not gonna
Yeah.
force people to move from one platform to another,
Mhm.
right? So like, so like for instance, like when Tim the Tatman's a little bit different story, but like his viewership numbers were about the same on YouTube as he was on Twitch. But when he first started on YouTube, it spiked up obviously because it's super exciting. It's a brand new thing. But he's making about the same numbers as he was when he was on Twitch, right? But the thing is, like, they were hardcore Tim the Tatman fans, right? So they were following him, right? And so, and he's been in the game for a very long time, right? I've only been on YouTube for like 2 years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like and I don't want to devalue a lot of the people that watch like all of my streams and all of my videos. They're wonderful people. And I know I recognize some of the people's names like in the chat, right? And I see him like every Friday, every live stream, and I see him in the comment section for every single video, right? I love those people, right? But it's not I don't have hundreds of thousands of people that do that where I can make that shift. So it would be a very risky move for me. And also hitting a certain number of subscribers or followers has to do with timing, luck, and skill.
And skill.
Yeah. You need these three. And if you have skill, great. The timing and the luck part's the most difficult thing. That's the most difficult thing. I blew up on my channel because it was perfect timing that I wasn't aware of. I just happened to be at the right time. And I was lucky that I was posting content that what people wanted to listen to and watch at that time. Now, I think a lot of those people have moved on to a different type of content, I think. But like, it's like
It is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is, and I'm totally cool with that. But like it's like what you call it? Like it's difficult. It's difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah, difficult to say.
Yeah.
I mean, you're gonna get. I feel like when you do the the thing, you know, the
What thing?
the thing where you're gonna
Oh yeah.
rise like a phoenix.
I don't know if that'll
Yeah,
do anything.
No, I feel like it will. I have hopes that it will, and I feel like it realistically will.
What were
Do
you
something.
talking about?
The whole revitalization of his
The plan I
image.
have for next year.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. The long project I'm working on.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's gonna be wholesome. No more swearing. No more.
Yeah,
No more
right.
sex jokes. Just completely clean. They're gonna be playing Umji's content on children's hospitals, man.
Yeah,
That's how clean it's
that's how
gonna be.
clean it's gonna be. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but like,
doctor's gonna be like, "Oh, you need to calm down. Here, we're gonna play Umji Bear."
no,
You gotta sound like Mike Tyson there for a moment.
We're gonna play some Umji Bear here on the TV.
here's the thing. Like, I personally would love to do YouTube full time. Right, I would love to post daily videos. Right, I would love to stream whenever I want and not have to rely on my day job. And don't get me wrong, I love my day job. It's super fun, but it's a lot of stress. And I don't get a lot of my creativity out there. But like YouTube is like where I really get to express myself, not just as a content creator, but just me. Like, you know what I mean? And there's something euphoric about editing stuff and then coming up with really stupid ideas and putting them in like putting them on paper, making the video and laughing about it with your friends. Like Asian and Charkley, like they can like attest to it. When I show them my videos, I laugh while I'm showing them my video because I find it funny.
Yeah.
Right. So like,
and you gotta have that.
yeah, like, I'll be like, like while like I've been editing it for like maybe like 5 days. And I'm like still laughing at the video while I'm showing it. I've seen it thousands of times and I still laugh at it. But like that's the I don't know. That's where I get my creative like juices out. Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
And you're in the process.
But I can't do that with my daytime job. And so like I personally would like to do that. Unfortunately, I'm not at that stage yet. And also, I'm still a baby YouTube channel. I really view myself as a baby YouTube channel. I still find a little awkward when people are like, "Oh, you're that famous YouTuber." I'm like, "Dude, you have no idea what you're talking about." Because, bro, I'm just a little baby. Just a little baby.
I think people just have really unrealistic, like
I mean, it's all perception.
Preconceptions. Yeah,
it's all perception. You know, like some people, I know people who view like having like 2,000 or 3,000 like followers on Instagram or something, and that they call them big, you know. But it's all perception, you know.
Yeah.
It's really all like, hey, like we're here complaining about these things. Maybe not complaining, but talking about these things. But then, you know, some people think otherwise. Like, you know, just having a couple thousand. You know.
And I talked about this in a few podcasts ago. I said like the Dr. Phil thing. There was this time I was just watching a bunch of like these influencers go on Dr. Phil and be like, "Yeah, I have like 300 followers on Instagram, so I'm an influencer.
Oh my god!
And I want to be able to change the world with my with my beauty. That's why I want to show my ass and tits to everyone in the world." Like,
dude, honestly, social influencer, dude, that is cringe to me. That title is
media influencers.
That is so cringe.
When they put
absolute cringe.
Put in their bio.
Yeah, put in their bio. I'm a dude, get out of here, dude.
I'm a social media influencer. I want to have power over your actions.
New media influencers is another thing.
New media influencer.
I hate that.
Okay, you know what? You know what? I'm gonna do it. Honestly, guys. Okay, I just want to let you guys know, I am fully support of LGBT rights. Right. And I'm fully support of trans rights and everything, the whole thing, right? But what's cringe to me is when you put your gender in your bio.
Oh man, I know exactly. Oh man.
And when you
Wait, what do you
start
mean?
putting all these tags, you start putting all these tags of like what
Like
you
hashtag
are.
pansexual
Like,
hashtag.
yeah, like
Yeah.
I don't care. I don't care what you do in your bedroom. Like I really don't. I want to know who you are.
Yeah, they.
Yeah, you could be, I don't know, maybe you like feathers up your bumhole. Like I really don't care and I don't want to know. I really don't want to know. Like I want to know, like, show me a freaking cat video. Like that's what I want to see. I really don't care about your personal
Honestly,
stuff.
It's because of this whole backlash of
Dude, it's like
people fighting against like, do I use your pronouns or not use the and it's become this whole mess. If people make the mistake of not using your pronouns, I'm sorry.
Like,
But
dude, I would
just correct them.
dude.
Just correct
Yeah,
them.
yeah,
That's
it's
it.
fine. It's perfectly fine. Like, dude,
Just
if
tell them.
if somebody
Trust me,
misgendered
you're
you,
wrong. I
if so- yeah.
identify as a she.
it's
So
perfectly
don't
cool.
use that.
Dude, a lot of this stuff is just defined through the social norms that you grew up with.
Dude, oh
So,
my God, it's
are
so
you
annoying.
gonna blame someone for how they grew up? Like, dude, that's messed
Yeah.
up, dude.
Dude,
Like
that's so,
I
so
grew up,
annoying.
I grew up not exposed to a lot of people
I-
who, yeah.
I swear to God, it was like I saw this one person and they only had like 10 followers on Twitter, right? But I clicked on it because I was interested, right? Because they were saying some heinous stuff, right? So I clicked on their account. They were like their pronouns was like they, them, their, zers, it, right? They were like, I am also Jewish, Hispanic. I'm like, the list keeps going on and on. I'm like, I don't care. I really don't care. Like,
No one's gonna remember
why
it.
is that what describes you? Like, why? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, oh God, like that's cringe.
Yeah.
It's cringe. I can't. I really can't. Because the thing is, for me, like when I talk to people, right, and when I make friends with people in IRL and even online, I really don't care who you sleep with, and I really don't care like the color of your skin, and I don't
Mhm.
necessarily. Well, I care. I guess I care about. I'm curious about your culture of like. When I mean culture, I don't mean heritage. Like where,
Mhm.
like the culture of your family and your environment. Of
Yeah.
you.
made you?
Yeah, that's
What
what
made
I'm
you?
interested in,
Mhm.
right? I don't care what you look like on the outside or what you do on the outside or your preferences or whatever,
Yeah.
right? I want to know what you're thinking. I want to know like your thought processes. Like why do we disagree on these things? Why do we agree on these? That's
Mhm.
what's interesting to me, right?
Mhm.
I really don't care about this superficial stuff. And like people, when they identify with these things, it drives me insane.
No, I
Absolutely
feel
insane.
that too.
Honestly, it goes like I've seen it go as far as like if you get if you get like the dog's gender wrong, these owners get offended. And if
Oh
you're
my
like,
God.
is that a poodle? No, it's a Maltese French Bulldog Poodle mix. Excuse me.
Oh,
That is.
God.
I'm so enraged right now that you would think that.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You know what? You know what is a little
Hello?
aggravating though? You know what is a little aggravating? When I
Yeah.
when I tell people, like for instance, Rama, right? Rama is a girl
Mhm.
dog, right?
Yeah.
But she's actually quite handsome as a dog. She's not
Yeah.
she's not a pretty dog. She's like
Yeah.
I would say she's a very good looking dog, but she looks like a dude. Like, don't get me wrong.
Mhm.
Yeah.
She looks like a dude dog with his balls chopped off, is what she looks like, right? So I expect people to be like, oh, he's so adorable. I get that all the time. 100 all the time.
Yeah.
Literally 10 times out of 10. I have yet to find a single dog owner that sees like, oh, is that a female? They'll be like, no, that's a good looking boy dog. How
Mhm.
old is he? Right. And
Yeah,
then
yeah.
I'll like be like, I'll be like, oh, she's actually, 2.5 years old or whatever. Right. No, she's not 2.5 years old. She's turning 2 in 4 months.
Yeah.
I almost messed that up.
Wow.
Rama can't hear me, so it's fine. But like I'll be like, oh, she's almost 2. So I have clearly stated she is 2, right? Oh, good for him. I'm like,
Oh man.
bro, like, and so, and then,
Good
but
for him.
I'm like, oh yeah. So like, oh, so what tricks does he know? She knows. Stay.
You know that's a problem
Sit.
in
Like, I mean, I don't
That's a
get
problem
offended
in,
by
like,
it. I don't get
language
offended.
here.
Yeah, I don't get offended by it, but it's just a little aggravating when I'm like, dude, I just said it was a she,
So
like,
many
bro.
times. Well, that's a problem I have here with people who say she or he mistake and like they switch it to, because in Tagalog there's no there's no she or he.
Same with
It's just-
Chinese.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why when I talk to my Hong Kong friends, they just
Yeah, they say
miss-
they.
they
say they.
they
How
They
you
say
say
they.
say
Yeah,
she or
like
he
they.
interchangeably.
Yeah, they'll
Yeah.
be like,
Technically,
"Hey,
it's they.
hey," yeah.
It's they
Yeah.
and them. They don't have he or she as for
Yeah.
pronouns. Yeah.
Mhm.
That's why people are like even going up in arms about like, why are there like languages with genders? Like they shouldn't have genders. Like, you know how Spanish and
German,
French,
I know you're talking about.
German have
French,
genders, and
yeah.
their words have
Yeah.
genders.
Oh, yeah,
Like, we gotta
Spanish too.
abolish
See,
that.
no, but
Spanish
see-
too.
see,
Yeah.
that-
Yeah, like
they don't view
telefono.
it as like a.
That's a
They
male.
don't really view it. They don't really view it as like a gender though. It's more like
Yeah.
just it's a term
It's just
made
a term.
for conjugating. It's for
Mhm.
conjugating stuff in the language.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
people are going up in arms now, saying like, why can't every just chill out, just
It's
chill.
people
Just
being a
cool-
little too
calm down.
anal.
Yeah, like enraged people, or what do you call it, like rage culture, or
Yeah.
what do we call it? Just people wanting to be enraged for the sake of being enraged,
Yeah,
and
rage culture.
yeah, I don't know what it is.
Oh
It's
man.
people just wanted to be enraged over something because they don't have a real problem to.
I'm
actually be
I'm
angry
just
over
gonna
it.
say this when it comes to like pronouns and stuff. Like for me, if you tell me your preferred pronoun, I will do my very best to use that pronoun because I'm not a
Same.
dick,
Yeah,
right?
Mhm.
yeah,
But I just want to let you know, if you say you are a specific pronoun that I've never heard before, do not have high expectations from me.
Mm.
Like for instance, somebody wanted me to call them it. Like legitimately. Because they said that they don't identify as a human being, but they have to
Mhm.
function in society. So, but they said they prefer to be called it. I have never once ever called somebody it. Right. And like they said that they is okay, but they would prefer to be called it or Zer. Right.
Mhm.
But I was like, I don't know what Zer is. I've never used Zer before. And I told him straight up, I was like, dude, I am uncomfortable saying it because I have used it as an object for objects or for non-human things. And I
Mhm.
think you are a valuable being, and I don't
Yeah.
want to put you in a category that might be belittling you. So
Mhm.
I can work on using they and them, which is something that I don't use that often, to identify a singular person, but I
Yeah.
will do my best to do that. Right. So I negotiated with that. So I just call them they and them. I still struggle to this day because their biology is female. Right.
Mhm.
So I naturally want to say she and her. Right.
Mhm.
But but out of respect, I'll say they and them. But like there are certain pronouns that I refuse to say. It's just because like it's uncomfortable for me. Very
Yeah,
uncomfortable
and
because
you gotta respect people who aren't comfortable with
Yeah.
with certain pronouns that
Yeah.
are just like
I'm willing
out
to
of this
work with you.
world almost.
I'm willing to work with you, right? And I don't view you any other way, right? I don't view you any different than I would somebody who identifies as a male or a female. Like you're the same to me, right? But the thing is, like, when you want to be called it,
Mhm.
something that I've always associated with objects or something that's
Mhm.
not of the same value per se, right? Like
Yeah.
if there was an iPhone on the ground and a kid on the ground, right? I'm gonna dive in front of the bus to save the baby and not the iPhone, right? So
Yeah.
like, yeah. So like it's like, you know what I mean? So like I gave a similar analogy and I was like, for me, I prefer I don't call you an it, just because it would naturally make me feel like I'm belittling you, and I don't like that, right?
Mhm.
So, but yeah, there's also things like dragonkin and earthwormkin.
I've never heard that in my
Yeah.
life.
Uh,
Oh my
fairy
God.
You know there
kin.
are people who are like transabled, like
What is
they
that?
disable themselves
What?
to be disabled. Like they're not disabled. They're capable or not. What's the PC word? Differently abled, I think is the term people use now. They're not
Differently
differently
able?
abled. They have a fully functioning, like everything's working basically.
But they identify as
They
disabled?
identify as disabled. They use a wheelchair, they use crutches, whatever they can, or they go as far as they get surgery to lose function
What?
on certain limbs and transabled. That's a thing. Like where do we draw the line?
Wait,
here?
what?
I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding.
Wait,
Where do we draw the line?
what is that really a thing?
I was hoping when I first saw it, I was hoping it was like a skit, like a Dave Chappelle skit. No, it's real.
What?
There's this girl who poured acid on her eyes so she could be blind.
What?
I'm not kidding. Yeah, dude. I can't believe we're just talking about this
Dude,
now. I'm very
Dude, that is actually very frustrating. And the reason why I say that is because there are people that I don't know personally, but there is a condition out there that people don't like mentally. They don't like a certain body part, like on their limbs. And so they actively either try to remove that limb. And it's like I forgot what condition it was, right? And this is the struggle that they fight with all the time. And a lot of so I've helped two of my friends, one in high school, one in college. I helped them to transition from they were both biologically male, and they transitioned to a trans female, right? And so I was a sponsor for one of them to help them with therapy, and on the other one I helped with I went with her to the vocal coaching and stuff like that. And so I understand where they feel like the body that they have, it doesn't feel like they belong in that body, right? And I've seen people cry over that all the time. I've seen my friends legitimate depression, and they imagine you wake up and you're like, what is this? Right? Imagine waking up to that every morning, right? And feeling like you're wearing the wrong clothes. Right, you're wearing your sister's clothes or something. It's kind of like what it feels like. That's what they said to me. It felt like they wake up in the morning, they feel like they're in a different body, and they feel like they're wearing someone else's clothes, right? But they don't want to be a menace to society, so they just stick with the norms and don't want to cause any problems to anybody else, right? And these two people that I'm talking about are not, well, okay, one of them is super woke now, but it's fine. You know who you are. But the one, but while they were transitioning, they weren't all about narcissism or getting all that social clout and stuff. This was something that they were battling.
It was a personal journey.
Yeah, they were struggling with it, right? And this was something that they didn't want to. They did a lot of research as well, and they didn't want to make any rash decisions. They were very calculated, and it was a very tough journey, a very, very emotional, very difficult journey for them, right? I see these people, right? And a majority of these people are really cool people, really, really chill, down to earth. And then I see these people on TikTok and Twitter, and I'm just kind of like, dude, stop. You're giving actual trans people a bad name sometimes, and it's so frustrating when I've seen people go through so much pain and anguish, and then they finally found themselves in society where they can actually contribute to society, and they're happy where they're at, and they have wonderful love lives, and they have no issues, right? But then there's these people who aren't even those. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm getting too spicy. I feel like this is gonna be G Bear gets canceled because how spicy this topic is.
You're right though with the whole there are these radical extreme points. Well, yes, as we progress as a society, there is
there's always that extremist that screws everything up. Yeah,
but there is that progress and pushing the boundaries, and knowing where we are now as a society, as humans and everything.
Yeah,
that's important. But at the same time, there are this super extreme examples where people just take it way too far and just ruin it for everyone else.
And because thing is when people who aren't let's just say people who have no idea about LGBTQ, right? People who have no idea about them, right, will see Twitter and be like, oh, all gay people are like this. Yep. Or all trans people are like this. When it's not even 99%, when most of them are actual really cool people. They're just like you and me. Yep. They just have different preferences. Which is why I don't care what your pronouns are on Twitter. Stop it!
I think it's just for them to basically at this point I feel like they have that there.
Yo, you're an it and them, dude. Yo, I'm gonna follow you.
But the thing is, there are people who do that on Twitter. There are people who do that. I'm like, oh God, okay, I can't.
Yo, do you?
I can't do it.
You
I can't do it.
you identify as a what was it? A dragon?
Dragonkin.
Dragonkin? Do you? I'm follow you. There's just too little of us in this world. Here, I'm follow you.
Like it is the equivalent to me. Is the equivalent of a straight male saying in their bio, right? I slay pussy. To me, that is the same equivalent. Like that's how I see it. Right? Or like I only fuck chick. Oh shoot. I said.
Hey.
Oh,
That one slide because you're describing someone saying something.
Sure, I'm quoting somebody, yeah.
That one
That's a quote.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I save you.
Okay, well, I appreciate
That's
it.
the one slide.
That's fine.
Yeah, I appreciate
I
it.
didn't even hear it.
Yeah,
I didn't even like.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Well, if I was gonna quote somebody, I'm just gonna do it. Fuck bitches, like you know what I mean, quote unquote, and I quote unquote, right? So like, but that's technically how I see it, really. And it's like, don't be ashamed of it, obviously, but you don't need to flaunt it off either, right? I'm more interested in your brain activity. I'm more interested in your ideas. I'm more interested in
what gets you motivated.
Yeah, what makes you tick? Like everyone here is an individual, and you all have crazy ideas, and you all have wonderful things inside your
talents,
your
and skills,
yeah.
Yeah.
There's more to what's on the skin, and to what I do in my bed. It's way more different things. But
Can
I don't know.
I take this spicy segue?
Oh yeah, go for it.
What about people who like? Okay, I want to use my culture as an example.
Okay, let's go.
People go like, "Oh, Pinoy pride," People will be like, "Yeah, all Filipinos are bound to succeed. All Filipinos are good at singing. All Filipinos are good at sports or whatever, good at basketball. Like, oh, he's Filipino. He's gonna be a boxer one day. He's gonna beat all other
He's gonna be
boxers.
the next Manny Pacquiao.
Yeah, dude. Oh my God. Every time I hear anyone stand their culture too much, like to a fault like that,
Yeah.
it's not good. It's like you that's a problem. Like you're like, oh, no Filipino can be wrong because we are all born the best ever in the world. Like,
Yeah.
come on, dude.
Like, oh man,
I don't think it's that big of a problem though.
it is. No, it is a big
I don't-
problem.
I don't
People just
think
getting butthurt
no.
over every little thing.
I think I definitely think it's an annoying thing,
Mm-mm.
but it's something that we can't and shouldn't control. Because that's
we can't control.
It's a social norm thing, right? Like culture is something that you grow up with and whatever's been.
No, but there's a difference between being proud of your culture and being unrealistic and saying that and using that as your using that as your selling point. Like that's not a selling point.
I don't like that. I think
I'm Korean, therefore I
Yes,
should also be part of a group.
yeah. I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Like
No, I think individually we should honor and value our heritage, right? In respect of our ancestors, right? And in respect for our parents and also our grandparents and just our heritage, right? Individually, I think we should respect. The reason why I learned Korean, right, wasn't because I wanted to watch freaking BTS, flip their booties on TV. That's not the main reason why I learned Korean. The reason why I learned Korean was I was at church one time and the pastor was speaking in Korean and I was listening to the translation in English, right? And I had a moment where I was like, I want to understand what he's saying from the source. And then that led to like, yes, I was born in America and I'm an American, right? And I identify with the American culture. However, my bloodline is 100% Korean, right? And I am of Korean descent, right? So in respect of my parents and also my grandparents and just my genealogy, I would like to understand the culture even more. So which was why I really worked hard to learn the language, to learn Korean, right? I don't enforce Korean or Korean pride on anybody, right? But this is something that out of respect of my own family is why I did that. And I think that is super valuable, right? You also get to appreciate kind of like your parents, and also like
Yeah.
where you come from, right? And I think that's a beautiful thing, and I think that's also a great conversation to have with other people as well when it comes to that.
Mhm.
Now, identifying with an ethnic group, I have a little bit of a problem with this. It could be because I'm American. It could be because of that, right? Like for instance, I have to be very, very sensitive with how I preface this. Um, oh man, how do I navigate around this? Okay, all right. So for me, when oh god. Okay.
Ow.
So okay, here we go. I'm just gonna go for it. I'm gonna be very wise with what I say here. So when the George Floyd thing happened, I was devastated at the crime that happened,
Mhm.
right? From the police officer, right? And that also that and I also know the crimes that George Floyd has committed prior to that event as well. So I know that he wasn't a squeaky clean American, right? But
Mhm.
to me, in my perspective, was an American got unjustly killed,
Mhm.
right? And that is what I was against, right? And especially from a civil servant, right? Unnecessarily, right? So I had a
Mhm.
problem with that, an American being killed from a civil servant, a police officer. That was my main issue, right?
Mhm.
Did I support him because he's black? No, it's because he's an American, right? And
Mhm.
the thing that I found, especially when the Stop Asian Hate thing happened, I was very
Mhm.
surprised how like people said Stop Asian Hate and stuff like that, but they weren't identifying what, like for instance, like if we were going to go by your logic, a lot of these activists, right? Why are we not
Mhm.
talking about a majority of the Asian hate crimes are happening by
Mhm.
African Americans?
Mhm.
Nobody talked about that. They just said
Yeah.
Stop Asian Hate,
Mhm.
right? But but like, you know, they're like, oh, we can't talk about black people. We can't put them in a bad light. Like, you know what I mean? So like the
These
thing
judge them
I
as
did,
individuals.
yeah.
Just
So
judge
like
them all
it
as
should be,
individuals.
you should stop hating people in general, right? And yes, I
Mhm.
understand every cultural group, because we're a multicultural society, right? That people, there are little bit of racism in a lot of us, and in a lot of our cultural groups, right?
Mhm.
For me, as a Korean, and also I know the Korean groups here in California are quite racist to everybody. Actually, like
Yes.
they're like,
I can say the same.
yeah,
For
like for
Filipinos
Koreans, they
and
don't like
Chinese
they don't
people
like
in general.
Chinese,
Mhm.
right? And I actually had a conversation with Hayamoko about this like months ago. Koreans don't like Japanese as well.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And there's a
So
whole battle happening. And she was like, "Do you not like me because I'm Japanese?" I'm like, "No, I'm an American. I don't give a crap."
Oh man.
But like, and also like my grandma, she didn't like black people. Like she really didn't. And she said some racist stuff to me, and I had to correct her every time. And my grandpa too, right? And like every group has that, and I understand, right? And Koreans are, an Asian is kind of it's a minority. It's a minority of minorities in America, right?
Mhm.
And then it's followed by the the black population, and then it's the white population, right? So
Mhm.
you tend to get more racist people maybe on the white side because there's more of them, right? There's just more of them
Yeah, it's just a
around.
bigger
So
selection, bigger
statistically,
sample.
yeah, it's not
Yeah.
saying that white people are racist. Just statistically, right? Number wise, right?
It's just
There's just more of them, right? And
yeah.
it's the same thing if you go to China, right? Like
Mhm.
white population is like almost non-existent over there, right?
Yeah.
So the amount of racist white people in China is significantly less than in the States, right? Or even the UK, right?
Mhm.
And there's a significant amount of racists of Chinese people in China because there's just way more of them, right? So like
Yeah.
The problem is people are just thinking too much within
they're
their bubble of
just
like,
generalizing
sphere.
it too much.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like
Mhm.
I don't like it when people just generalize. You got to I like statistics, I like numbers, I like facts, and like Asian and I had a conversation about this.
Mhm.
Like for instance, like dude, we're just going to super deep conversation right now. Like but
Yeah.
for instance, white privilege was one conversation we had about, right?
Mhm.
And I asked him like, you know, Let's just say that there is such thing as white privilege in the United States, right? Let's just put that in there. Let's just say that that was the case, right? And then I asked him, would there be white privilege in China?
No.
No,
Yeah.
right? There would be Chinese privilege in China.
Yes, there would be.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if we were operating off of that premise, a lot of it makes sense, right?
Mhm.
Because 40% of the United States are Caucasian, right?
Mhm.
So a lot of things like marketing and stuff would be catered towards the majority
Yes.
if you want to make more money, right?
Yes.
So it makes sense for that to happen. You're not going to see, like, if you go to Japan or if you go to Korea or China, very rarely will you see a Caucasian model
Mhm.
on the billboards unless they are from a foreign company. Like, for instance, like a Lancome or like I don't know, like a Vogue magazine or
Gucci.
whatever, Gucci, right?
Mhm.
Because that brand is not a Hong Kong brand or a Korean brand, right? So they'll have their own models. But like, hey, you have acne? You should scrub it with this foot rub thing, right? It's gonna be an Asian model, right? In an Asian country, right? And like off of that context, like it makes sense. But people just choose to like
To
generalize it and say the world, like that white power for the world. Like that's not how it works.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's not how it works. And I just don't understand. Do people like I think, oh my God, I'm just like running out. I'm just getting super frustrated. I think I think a lot of people, I think we're missing a lot right now are critical thinkers.
Mhm.
And I think a lot of maybe like Asian, Charkley, and my generation, that was our mentors or the teachers and a lot of the adults that we grew up with were critical thinkers.
And
Right.
they try to get us to be critical.
Yes,
thinkers as
they
well.
would challenge ideas and we would try to throw ideas at them. And then they would debating was normal, right?
Yeah.
But
It was
then
part of
now,
everyday conversation.
yeah, but
it's
now
like
it's
you can't-
now it's just a shouting match,
Mhm.
Yeah.
right? Like, and
And a
it's
bunch
it's
of
just
people
super
fighting fire with
frustrating.
fire.
Yeah, and it's super frustrating.
Yeah.
Like for instance, like, oh, dude, I guess we're just gonna talk about this too. Fuck, screw it anyway. Like
Oh,
I did swear.
Oh, there we
I
go.
did swear.
two.
Yeah, I did swear.
But hey, let's finish this so we
Oh
could
God.
get you off the spicy topic. And then
Okay.
we'll move on to the
Okay.
next
All right.
last point. Let's go.
Oh God. Sorry about that.
No, you're
It's
good.
okay.
No,
It's a good tirade.
dude,
It's
it's a good
important tirade.
conversation. It's a good conversation we're
tirade.
having. Yeah.
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 Although people are gonna be like, "Yo, this podcast is racist because these are
Yeah.
a bunch of Asians talking
Yeah,
about other
Umji
races."
Bear is
Screw
a
these Asians,
transphobe, anti-feminist. No. Umji Bear is a transphobe, misogynistic, and he hates black people.
Chauvinist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
That's what
I wouldn't be surprised if people actually thought of it that way because this is the thing. In American culture, at least, Asian people are viewed as the model minority.
Yeah.
So now, like, a lot of media is basically kind of skewing it around to the point where, like, now Asian people are considered white. So now they're saying like Asian people got all this privilege and stuff.
Oh
now.
my
Almost
God.
said it.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
that was
I
close.
almost.
Nice
but-
one. Nice catch.
Yeah, but like I could see how people could see us that way, but sadly, it's just
Somebody said I was privileged.
oh my god.
Somebody actually told me
Oh
that I
my
was
God.
privileged. I'm not gonna
'Cause you're
disclose.
American?
No. I'm not gonna disclose what my occupation is. Right. But
Mhm.
because of the occupation that I had, and also the fact that I was Asian, somebody came up to me and said that I had privilege. Right.
Mhm.
And then I was like, where did you grow up? Right. They lived in a really nice neighborhood. I grew up in the ghettos.
Yep.
Like these are places that like Asian can like drive to right now. Like he knows where it is. Like I grew up poor.
Let's just say
Like-
let's just say if you go out, there's a possibility you would either experience something
Yes.
or or something could happen to you,
Yes.
or you probably see a cop car drive by.
Yep,
and you go,
yep,
wee, wee, wee,
yep,
like,
yep.
like all that
I
stuff.
heard
It's
gunfire once a
bad.
week.
It's
Once a
bad,
week.
yeah.
Once a week.
Yeah.
Like for like,
It just
dude.
becomes a normal.
Yeah, and
thing.
I told them, I was like, dude, and they were like, oh, well, how'd you go to college? I was like, dude, I researched, I got grants, I got scholarships. Like none of my parents paid for any of this. This was 100% me,
Yeah.
and I'm still paying off my loans.
Wait, sidetrack.
Anyways,
If any of you guys are going to college, just make sure you do your FAFSA.
Yes, do your
Make sure
FAFSA.
you do-
Oh my gosh.
Make
What's
sure
that?
you do your FAFSA.
I don't know what a FAFSA is.
It's
That's
a
a federal
financial aid.
Financial aid
Yeah,
from federal
yeah.
side.
Yeah.
Like,
Go on.
dude, you guys will be so surprised, right? There's a lot of information out there that people just don't access, right? For scholarships. There are people out there that pay $0, and I know some people who paid zero loans. Because they did proper research, right? There are groups, there are financial groups out there. There are companies and financial groups out there that are willing to support for a very specific kind of individual, right? And there are hundreds of thousands of dollars that are just untapped because
Dude,
people
you
just
could-
don't do the research.
You could get a sponsorship, not a sponsorship, a scholarship for being left-handed, like writing with your
Yes.
left hand. You could literally,
Wow,
or-
Southpaw
or
sponsor
you can
scholar.
even get a scholarship for like maybe a couple $100 for wearing glasses, or
Having a mole on your back.
just some weird things, you know. Like you could, yeah,
There-
you
no,
could
it's legit.
You could probably find one.
No,
for
there
that.
there are
Yeah.
sponsorships being like, "Oh, I graduated from this district." Like there are like so many out there, but people are like, "Oh, I'm so broke and I can't go to school." I'm like, "You just haven't done the research. Go to a freaking library." Right? I mean, that was when I was a
Do
kid.
libraries still exist?
I don't know anymore. That's where I went
Man.
to.
Go on your
Wikipedia.
phone.
Go on your phone
phone.
and research scholarship and financial aid.
Yeah.
Oh,
And also,
that's what-
Biden
oh,
is putting on
financial
this thing. You get $10,000 to $20,000. A loan, was it student
Yeah, but
loan
people are
debt wiping?
Spending it on
Yeah.
people are spending it on other things, man.
But the
the
moral of
problem.
the story is just make sure you do your own research
Yeah.
and be a critical thinker.
Yeah, but anyways, that's dude. This is the problem of this is why we started the podcast, because three of us, when we start talking, we just don't stop talking.
We don't stop.
We're supposed
Okay,
to take questions now. Right?
Oh,
no,
shoot.
no,
We're
not yet.
supposed to?
We have another topic. And questions.
What do you want?
Do
guys
you want to
wanna save
skip
those topics?
or we can skip the one that you have just so we get Charkley's one in? Wait.
Okay, yeah, we could do that.
What was mine? I don't remember.
The
Oh,
bullying.
This is a whole nother mouthful.
Oh, the whole
God, this is
nother
another
mouthful.
big
Oh
one.
God.
We're going to
Okay,
bullying.
No.
now.
I have a
Sheesh.
proposal.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
What about we say?
Because that's a good topic, dude. That's a good
no, no,
topic.
no.
Literally
We
talked
need
about
to-
two topics.
We need to drop all the heavy stuff now so that the next podcast will be just
No,
oh,
the next
hey,
dude.
what's up?
Our podcast has been getting spicier by the episode, dude.
Do you think it's gonna be even spicier?
It's gonna be
next week?
spicier than this.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Oh, so
I
we're
think-
saving. We're saving it.
I think we should save this next topic.
Okay, we're saving
Okay.
that's me.
We'll save it.
Whatever you.
I'm
I mean,
down, I'm
you guys
down.
Could, okay.
I'm down.
All right,
I'm
All right,
down.
we're gonna save the
I'm down.
last two. One of them is not that spicy. It's more of a for fun one.
Yeah. Well, we have to sprinkle those in here and there. We can't just
But-
be all
No.
spicy.
No, we'll just So those two
Yeah.
will be perfect for the next one. So
Oh,
we'll save
Okay.
those. So we're gonna open the stage
spicy
now.
meatball.
We open the stage
Okay,
now for
For
Q&A.
questions, yeah.
Q&A,
Oh,
yes.
dude, watch the spicy questions come in now.
All right, let's go. Questions.
Okay,
Charlie, go ahead
guys.
and- if you can, Charlie, throw the.
This is
the
Yeah,
how
yeah.
the format goes like this.
Yeah, so Charkley's gonna type it in right now. So if you have a question that you want to ask the three of us, please put question in capital letters in 2 brackets and then follow it up with your question. So Charkley will be
There you go.
posting in our
This is it.
chats right
That's
now.
the format. That's the format.
Yeah, so that is the format that he posted in. So if you have any questions for us, we will answer it if we feel like it. That is the
If we feel like.
that is the
I mean, that's the
That's the
disclaimer
thing.
right
That's
there.
the disclaimer.
If we feel like
if we don't pick it, it doesn't mean we don't like you. We just don't like that question.
Yeah, I mean, we have the right to not to
And
waive
also,
questions.
okay, let's just increase your chances of your question being chose. If it applies to all three of us, we'll most likely answer it.
Yes. Individual question,
Yeah.
like if you ask individual questions like, hey, Charkley, we will not pick that question.
Yeah, that's boring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We want everyone.
So there is a spicy question, kind of. First one.
Change your. I think I read it. Yeah,
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah.
Change your race for a day.
So CG, what will you do if you suddenly
Damn.
I mean, I'd still do the same thing for me.
No, but it has to be different.
So
It has
like,
to be different
so like,
If you
okay,
ca- Yeah, you had to change your race.
no, like
for a
if
day.
so, like
for a
if,
day.
huh?
Like
So
you
so
got isekai'd. You get isekai'd. You get hit by a
I
truck.
think the first thing that I would do, would probably be I would relearn my heritage would be number one. That would be my
Be a-
number one.
Okay, that's a good
Yeah.
one.
Well,
that's-
wait, could you repeat the question? What's
So
the
let's
question?
just say, Asian, you woke up the next day, right?
Uh-huh.
And then you were Mexican, of Mexican descent,
Uh-huh.
right? And all your family were Mexican.
Yeah.
Like, what would you do?
What
Is
would
that
be
the
the
question?
first thing I do?
Yeah. For me, I'd be like, where did I come from?
I'm sorry, when you said Mexican, the first thing I thought of was Mexican food. I would go out and get Mexican food.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I love Mexican food, but if if it were any race, yeah, I'll the reliable answer is what MG said. I would go find out more about my heritage.
Dude,
I wanna go
yeah.
find
I
out
told you I told
my
you, Asian,
family,
wake
yeah.
up, like, órale, vato. Hey, bro.
Hey,
Bro,
Holmes,
hey, bro.
wanna go get some taquitos? Let's go.
Simon ese.
Wait, have you ever had a flauta before? Flautas?
Yeah, flautas are
No.
great.
Dude,
Flautas are great.
Google this.
So
Flauta.
good. Flautas.
Dude, I had a birria taco the last like 2 weeks ago. Oh my god, it's so
Oh
good.
man, dude, I want flautas, dude.
Oh
fuck
yes, I
yeah.
have had these.
They're kind of like taquitos almost.
Oh my god,
But
they're
then
so
it comes with stuff on
crunch.
top of it. Yeah, it's crunchy. It's a good one.
Oh, Charlie, those
Um,
questions are good. Those questions are good.
Yeah, I
Those
picked 3 questions so
Oh,
fire.
okay.
Shall we
Yeah,
fire
yeah.
them out?
Yeah, let's do
Fire
that.
off these questions.
Okay, let's go
Okay,
ahead
so
and
for
do.
Mr.
yeah.
Takoyaki, do you think big content creators have a stable income, or is it still risky?
So we did touch upon this a little bit earlier.
Mhm.
I mean,
But-
we're not big content creators, but I
Yeah.
have friends who are.
Yeah. The general belief is yes, if you are a big content creator, like MG said, about maybe 600K or more. I mean, it really depends on your viewership.
Yes.
But for the most part, if you have that size channel for at least for a certain amount of time with that viewership, yes, it's pretty stable.
Mhm.
And you do make enough to probably maybe even like you don't need the income for next year.
Yeah,
would be-
I
feel
would.
like it's
yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
there's
Right.
always gonna have there's always gonna be some risk involved, like for example that guy who's selling his YouTube account because he's like
Oh,
Minecraft is
jeez.
not that hot anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that could possibly happen. So I think you just gotta, roll with the punches and take things.
It really depends because I also know a content creator. Well, he works for a different company now. But
Mhm.
he hasn't posted content on his channel of 1 million subs for years. And he posted a video and it got like 5,000 views, which is like chump change, which is like
Mhm.
that's like $10.
You won't make anything.
Yeah, you won't make
from
anything.
that, yeah.
So YouTube, they don't care how many subscribers that you have, right?
Yeah.
It's how much traffic are you bringing onto their page.
And engagement.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So so here's the thing, right? If your channel, for some odd reason, people didn't subscribe to you, and let's say you had 100 subscribers, and you were posting videos for 3 years, let's just say 3 years, and every video was getting 500K to 1 million views, YouTube will recommend your channel much more frequently than a YouTube channel of 1 million and your videos get like 10,000 views. Because YouTube, as a conglomerate, wants people to stay on their webpage as long as possible. And so they will recommend videos that will most likely keep the viewers on the channel. So big content creators, I would say is do they get consistent views? And if they do, and more likely, if you have a lot of subscribers, you'll have a strong fan base, which will consume your content, right?
Mhm.
Will have a much steadier income.
Mhm.
And people are saying that, Twitch could die, YouTube could die, anything can die.
Mhm.
So like I don't think that statement is valid anymore, personally. Any job that you have, you can get fired at any moment, right? So no job is stable. There's not a such thing as that. Like being stable is a facade. Like there's always risk in anything that you do. But
Mhm.
big content creators, yes, they have access to more things, which makes it easier for them to succeed. Oh, there was one spicy topic that I forgot. I totally remembered now, which
Save
was
it.
no,
Type
it's
it,
not
type
gonna it's not gonna be relevant next week.
Oh, okay.
So
Oh.
I'll briefly mention it. So there was this really big YouTuber. I forgot who he was. But he made a very fire video about how YouTube. He claimed that YouTube was racist and also that had favoritism. I don't disagree
Mhm.
with his statement
Yep.
because the
I agree.
algorithm. The algorithm is a clear example of that.
Mhm.
But like for instance, I play this game like Mortuary Assistant.
Mhm.
Has it has moments and it shows parts of suicide in some of the clips in there, right? And it talks
Mhm.
about suicide in there, which is very sensitive. He got instantly demonetized, while Markiplier had his video up for like 3-5 days,
Mhm.
and Jacksepticeye also had it on his channel, right? And then he complained a couple days later, saying, "Hey, how come Markiplier didn't get demonetized and mine did?" And YouTube was like, "Oh, my bad," and they removed the demonetization, which pissed off the content creators. Like, why are you demonetizing me in the first place? Right? That's not what I
Mhm.
wanted. Like, if you are gonna make a move and saying that this content is demonetized because of X reason, don't just do it to me. Do it to everybody.
Yeah. Be consistent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so YouTube was like, "Hey, good for you. You got monetized." He's like, "No, you need to be consistent with your values." And so Markiplier and also Jacksepticeye all then got demonetized for that video, right? So like, there is stuff like that happening on YouTube,
Mhm.
Mhm.
where the big fish are. And like I view myself as a little fish, and we get affected by that as well. I get stuff,
Mhm.
dude. If you see like my analytics, dude, a lot of my videos get demonetized for stupid reasons, like really stupid reasons.
Mhm.
And yeah, it's like, is there a little risk? Yes, everything has risk. To go back to the main question, the amount of risk is significantly smaller
Yeah.
for
Mhm.
a bigger channel than I
Mhm.
would say a
Mhm.
smaller channel.
Definitely a lot smaller. But then the
Yeah.
thing is, like at the same time, like that's why I said for that amount of time where when you are like the big content creator and you're getting that viewership, then yes, you will have stable income. But there's channels out there like Umji said, like million subs, and you get like only like 1,000 to 5,000 views
Yeah,
per video.
yeah, there are
You
people like
know,
that. So
dude,
yeah, it depends.
there's peop, there's people out there who make like hardcore camping videos, bushcrafting videos, hour-long videos, and they have like 60, 70K subs on their channel, but they get like
Millions
hundreds
of
of
views.
thousands to maybe even millions
Views,
views.
yeah,
Like those guys are banking.
yeah,
I'll
they're
say that.
banking. Yeah,
Those guys are banking, and especially like because none of the audio in there is like copyrightable.
yeah,
Like, it's just nature.
I feel
in
like
the
some of those
audio.
people are the truest YouTubers
yeah,
still out
yeah.
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
My favorite is like I forgot what channel it was. It's these two Filipino guys who just go out in the jungle and they just like create like a swimming pool with like a little house.
Oh yeah, I know what
Oh,
you're
those are
talking about.
Indonesians.
Oh, they're
Oh, you
Indonesian?
racist.
Oh, sorry.
Oh my god.
I thought we established that I was racist like about 30 minutes ago.
All right. Shall we move on to the next question?
Sure,
Yes.
sure, let's go.
Okay. From I'm Jame or Imjame, what are your thoughts on modern beauty standards? I
Wait,
think
what?
they're
Say that
pretty
again?
much this. What are your thoughts on modern beauty standards? So I'm guessing like the super slim and slender female,
Uh,
big booty, big chest area, dudes with abs. I mean, I
so
think it's never really changed much.
no, it's
Really?
always changed. No, it's always changed.
Yeah,
I mean,
We've only lived
it's
for
like
like 20 plus years, so we don't know. But like for instance, beauty standards in the 50s is completely different than what it was
yes.
now.
Mm-hmm.
oh no, I'm not going that far. I'm just like how do I feel about it now? Like versus back then? Is that what the I don't
So
know if
what
that's the
exactly are
question
beauty
is.
standards though? Because here's the thing. Like for
Yeah.
instance, like
Depends on the country too.
runway models are dangerously skinny, and they have a
Yes.
life
Yeah.
expectancy of like under 30. Right, a
Yeah.
lot of these models die before they hit the age of 30. Right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And some places like big booty and big boobies are the standard. But like some
Mhm.
places though, that's the complete opposite. Like in Korea, like
Mhm.
a lot of guys they do like boobs, right? But the thing is, their ideal Korean woman is actually more of a slender woman,
Mhm.
Mhm.
right? And it's I believe it's the same in Japan, right? So like
Yeah.
like big boobs and big butt in like in Asian countries are sexualized, but that it's not their ideal type of beauty,
Yeah.
Mhm.
right? So like it depends on what you're trying to say.
Let's focus. Let's reiterate the question. Let's focus on American
Sure.
beauty
Okay.
standards. Yeah. Let's do that. Because like you said, like even Filipino culture, um, light skin. You
Yeah,
know,
that's
you want to
yeah.
have light skin. You know, slender.
They sell all these
Yeah.
pills, all these products to give you
I
lighter skin.
mm,
Yeah.
for
Let's
me,
focus on American culture.
I honestly don't really care. Like I have a preference. Like there,
Mhm.
I have a preference on what I think is sexy, right?
Mhm.
But that's not what I don't define people off of their physical appearance, right? And so like I've also dated people that was not my ideal physical appearance as well, right? Because I liked what they were thinking. Like their mental activity was what was
Mhm.
attractive to me, right? Um but for me, I think I would be much happier if beauty standards were more closely tied to health
Mhm. Yeah.
rather than something so
Both
superficial.
ways.
Yeah.
Like super
Yeah,
skinny
yeah,
or
yeah.
super obese.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
just accepting
Like
both.
for me, like I know some people who I'm all for body positivity for the mental purposes of each individual, right? I think if you are obese, if you are underweight, right? Um, body positivity is something that could help you mentally,
Mhm.
right? And I think that should be something that helps them out to get to a place of where they can get healthy and live a long and healthy life, right?
Mhm.
So, I'm not saying that overweight people need to be super skinny, and I'm not saying super skinny people have to be big. That's not what
Mhm.
I'm saying, right? If you can live a long and healthy life, I'm in full support of that, and I think that should be what is it, and that's what's attractive to me, right?
Mhm.
If you want to take care of yourself, right, and you want to live a happy life, and you want to be healthy, I'm fully in support of that, and I think that is what's the most attractive to me. But I think a lot of the beauty standards have been swayed
Just
on the
focused on
extremes,
looks.
on the
Yeah.
extremes and stuff. Like there was one
Mhm.
article which was like "fat is the new sexy" or something.
Yeah.
I think that's very dangerous to say.
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
understand what you're trying to say, right? But advertising it like that without any context is very dangerous, right?
Yes.
Because America is probably one of the most, it's actually not anymore, but one of the most obese countries in the world.
It isn't anymore.
No, it
Wait,
isn't.
Isn't it
who's holding
Mexico?
that crown now?
I forgot now, but it's not
But
America.
Damn.
at
Per
one point,
capita, per capita. I'm
I,
sorry, per
I
capita.
Yeah.
do, I do remember Mexico taking over that one time, and then America came back. But then I don't know who took over
Yeah.
now.
And
Uh,
I'll just say this. This is just anecdotal, but this is like my personal story. I was the biggest I ever was in my life in December. Asian has
mhm.
seen me in December, and I was about 287 pounds.
Mhm.
Like it's hard to believe because like I turn on the camera like recently and stuff like that, but I've lost about 67 pounds the past 8 months, right?
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
like, but what I've experienced through this was I was able to I had more dopamine firing in my head. I was able to sleep less than like I was able to focus more. I was able to get more things done. I was more positive. Things were a lot easier to do because I wasn't as heavy anymore, right?
Mhm.
So like I just had less weight to carry. It was a lot easier for me to do a lot of things, right?
Mhm.
And I didn't do it to be sexy. I did it
You did it
because for my
his own
health.
health. Yeah.
I wanted to do more things. I wanted to be positive. I wanted to be energetic for a lot of,
Mhm.
and that was the reason why I made that health choice. and then a nice looking body naturally follows the of current today body standards or whatever you might call it.
Mhm.
But that wasn't my main goal, right? And so I would
Mhm.
say that this question, I would say I would prefer if the beauty standards was health, like
Mhm.
Mhm.
uh, long life, longevity, and healthy living and
Yeah.
happy living. That would be. I feel like we should change it to that. My personal
Yeah.
opinion.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good standard to
Yeah.
live by.
See, but see now that's the thing though. It's really hard to make that the standard because health is such a subjective topic.
Yes, it is.
Wait,
Yeah.
wait, wait,
So
wait, wait. Sorry, because health is so important. I don't want to hold in my pee any longer. So be right back.
go for
Health.
it.
Okay, give me a second. How do I? Where's my
Yeah.
There
BRB
actually aren't
screen?
that much benefit. There aren't that much. I mean,
Hmm?
holding it for a couple hours
It
isn't.
really
It's not that.
isn't
It's
that
not that
bad.
detrimental to
Yeah.
your health. Yeah.
No, but to finish what I was about to say about the health thing, like yes, I agree with that the health thing, but then the problem with society is that we feed not okay, not we, but maybe I'll just say mainstream media in America feeds a perspective of health that we are supposed to believe in, right?
Right.
So for example, let's say like a sport that we like to watch, right? Let's say basketball, for example, right? You take all these professional athletes like LeBron James, who else is there? Uh, um, Kevin Durant, like just like these big name superstars in the NBA, and then the reason why they get advertisements is because they one they generate the revenue, but also at the same time they provide the image of what a man is supposed to look like, right? So so like these are like the societal norms that we subscribe to, and we're
Right.
promoting that hey, we need to be big, muscular,
Sure.
masculine, and dominant to be a man, right? This is the beauty standard for men. For females, right? You even sports. Actually, you don't even see that much sports stuff when it comes to advertisement. You see a lot of just like runway model stuff, makeup,
Sure.
perfume, and
Yeah.
then what do you see? You see a slender woman,
Right.
a slender, thin woman, and now people have the perception that hey, to be healthy, you need to look like that,
Right. Right.
right? So really like we need to I think that's a huge thing that we need to do when it comes to education of the youth is to really teach them how to define health for themselves.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's probably the biggest thing. Yeah, because technically there are people out there who are just super obese, like big people, but they could live up to like 90
Sure.
because genetically that's the makeup and all this stuff. But aside from that, like people like me and Umji, like Eastern Asian people have a tendency to have high blood pressure and
Yeah.
cardiovascular disease. So we can't do that.
Yeah.
We can't do that living in America. Um, so like it's all subjective. So yeah, I do agree though that like the beauty standards should revolve around health.
Yeah.
Health
Yeah.
first.
That's what I
Mhm.
think. Like when did
Yeah.
men's health start being a model thing now? If you look at men's
Oh,
health, it's
Men's
always
Health magazine. Yeah, it's
yeah,
always a guy with
it's always
abs and
guys with
perfect
like eight
It's
chiseled
always
packs,
body.
guys.
yeah.
Yeah.
And most of
Yeah.
them are on what do you call that? TDS or on
What's that?
Yeah.
testosterone
Like
Oh,
steroids,
steroids, yeah.
basically.
what
Yeah.
the hell?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like
I don't.
I don't know.
It's
It's called Men's Health.
Yeah.
Oh God.
let's
Anyway,
just say this, like even when you get to like 5% body fat, like that's actually pretty that's kind of unhealthy. you It's actually preferable if like in terms of like health to have a little bit of fat, like a good
yeah.
storage of it. Like I would say 15% is a good healthy, like unless your lifestyle like is asking for 12%, then yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's pretty much it for that
Okay.
question. Yeah.
Next question is from James Allen. Are you all on track on your life goals? Short answer, yes. Pretty much. I'm happy. I haven't settled like I don't feel like I've settled where I'm at, but I'm happy, and I think I'm reaching that.
I don't think I'll ever hit my life goals. My personal opinion, because
Mm.
like my goals
Really?
always, my goalpost is always shifting.
Is always changing.
It's
'cause there's
always
so many
shifting. Yeah,
different opportunities everywhere.
yeah,
I
yeah,
don't even
Yeah.
see a goal anymore, man. I'm just like, hey, I'm
yeah.
happy.
No,
That's my
for
goal,
for
basically.
for me, I guess it's kind of like I always want to be moving forward.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always
So
constantly
if
want to
you
be
look
moving
at
forward.
yeah.
I don't
So
think
if
I'll
you
ever
look at it in that
retire.
perspective,
Yeah,
yeah. If you look at it in that perspective, then yes, you would have to say yes to
yeah,
the
I guess
question.
so.
Then, yeah.
But like for
Yeah.
me, like I don't like the idea of retiring. Like I want to
Mm.
do what makes me happy for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Like my
I
dad
feel
said some.
that.
Yeah, my dad said something to me. Like so, for those of you guys who don't know, my dad is a minister, and I kind of I guess I got it from him, and he told me that he wants to die while giving a sermon on the pulpit.
That's gonna be so traumatic.
And I was like,
man.
dude, I was like, yo,
Fuck.
that's there's kids watching. Can you like die off screen?
No, he's like, no, Christ didn't die off screen.
Yeah, so I was like, bro, and he was like, okay, what if it's like maybe when people are doing offering and they're playing music and stuff, I can die on that. I'm like, all right, but off screen, they can do that.
There's like a baby monitor in a different room.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Dude, I love your daddies.
Yeah, no, my
I
dad's
love your
awesome.
dad, dude.
No, but like I view it the same way. Because like I like what I'm doing right now and it's a lot of fun. And very rarely do I view it as work, but sometimes I do view it as work. But like I want to do it, like I do it because it's fun, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
and I
enjoying it.
like why would I stop?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know?
you
So
have
agree.
the physical capability to keep
Yeah.
doing it. Why
no,
not?
I'll probably find ways to do it. Even if I
Yeah.
physically can't do it, I'll find
I
ways
mean,
to
look
do
at
it.
Stephen Hawking, dude. That guy just
Yeah.
powered through everything.
Yeah, because
I love that.
he's having fun,
Yeah.
right? That's
Well, rest in
what I want
peace.
to be.
But I mean, that was epic when
Yeah.
he did everything that he did within his power.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Okay.
Next question.
Next question. This is a long one. This is from CJ. What are your thoughts on people born and raised in a different culture, then people trying to accuse that person of cultural appropriation? For example, a Caucasian who was in the military or a military family and raised overseas in an Asian or African country moves back to the States and openly expresses it. I feel like this is more common than it may seem in the States. Okay, people in the States, please weigh in on this because I don't know.
Okay.
I have a similar thing, but this is very specific to the States, I feel.
Wait. A Caucasian who was in a military family and raised overseas in
Yeah, like
in Asian,
yeah,
but then openly expresses Asian or African country
Culture.
culture in
Yeah.
America.
Yeah.
back home. Yeah, moves
Dude.
back home.
I don't.
I think
see
that's
a problem.
perfectly fine.
That's perfectly fine. Yeah. See, I'll put it this way: like me and Umji, I'll speak in my perspective first, but basically, a lot of the music that I enjoy making or doing is derived from Black culture.
Mhm.
So a lot of R&B music, rap music, hip hop, all that stuff, it's all Black culture. So that's why it kind of ticked me off a little bit, like specifically the whole Bruno Mars thing.
Yeah,
You know,
that pissed
Wait,
me
what?
off.
And
That
not
pissed me off.
only Bruno Mars, but there's a lot of other artists that got flack for this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So like
All
you-
culture. Yeah.
so you're
Yeah.
telling me that you're gonna appropriate like accuse this guy for cultural appropriation when he's just like he literally grew up doing this kind of stuff and he loves doing it. Like how do you claim one thing to be only for Black people, right?
Mhm.
Same with Asian people. You can't just claim one thing to be Asian people for Asian people, right? So like what are you gonna do now? You're gonna accuse me for appropriating culture? I make R&B music. I make hip hop. I make rap music. You know, like so yeah. That's just my perspective of it. Like there shouldn't be a problem with that. Just do what you want
yeah,
I
to
think
do.
it's more of it's cultural appreciation and
Agreed.
just
Yeah.
expression.
Agreed.
It becomes
Yeah.
part of you.
Agreed.
And it is appropriate. I don't know where, honestly, I don't know where this whole cultural appropriation came
don't.
about. Because back where I'm from, back my day, like if people represented another country in any way, shape, or form, or expressed interest in representing that country, or just enjoy that country's culture in any way, and didn't disrespect it, obviously, then it's like something to be celebrated. Like, oh, I'm so glad that you like adobo or that you like friggin' like sushi. Like,
Yeah.
am I not allowed to like other cultures? We're all human. We're all part of this. I don't get it.
Yeah.
Dude,
So
I'm
like,
freaking
so
dead.
so I think we can make this question a little easier.
Mhm.
Like for instance, the white girl wearing a Chinese dress for prom,
Mm-hmm.
right? I have no problem with that.
Me
Mhm.
neither.
Absolutely no problem. It's just a goddamn dress, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she thought she was cute in it, and she was,
Mhm.
right? No problem with that. I also view white people having dreads, where black people were saying that that's our culture. That's actually factually incorrect. The Nordic barbarians, the Vikings, did that
Mhm.
first.
Yeah. I was
So
about to
like,
say that,
yeah, so like you can't just claim things like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
yes, there are things that originated from different cultures and stuff, right? But most of the time, a lot of people of different cultures, cosplay is a good example of it,
Yeah.
express themselves because of their appreciation of that culture or media,
Mm-hmm.
right? People like white people who put dreads on didn't do it because they wanted to mock the black culture.
Because they think it's
Most
cool.
likely it was because they thought it was cool.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Most likely. Now, if they're
Mhm.
being offensive with that or making racist remarks of that, like for a good example would be blackface, right?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That is 100% cultural appropriation, right?
Yeah.
So that is a blatantly racist thing that somebody is doing, and we're against that, right? But if someone is wearing, like, dude, I'm wearing an anime shirt. I'm not Japanese.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
like, can I not wear anime shirts? But no, I guess he's okay because he's got yellow skin. You see how that you see how racist that sounds too?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
One. I got another one. Do you remember the Jeremy Lin incident?
The chink
Wait,
in the
were
armor.
people saying crap about him?
The chink in the armor one.
So, no. Okay, there's that.
Yeah.
No, but there's one specifically for calling him out for cultural appropriation for black culture, and that is
Does he play basketball?
No, no. At one point, he had dreadlocks.
Oh.
At one point, he had dreadlocks, and then this one guy he's retired from the NBA, but he called him out like, man, that little Asian dude trying to be black wearing dreads, man, like, come on, man, that's not cool. And then I guess everyone was like agreeing with him, and then he fires back. Jeremy Lin fires back. It was like, you know, like, I had a lot of respect for you, man. I'm just appreciating your culture, man. But like, you don't see me complaining about you wearing our Chinese tattoos on your skin.
Oh shoot. You
And
know what? Oh,
it
you
was
know what he should have said?
what?
It's like, dude, I'm offended that you're wearing shoes that was made in my country.
That's true. That's true. Made by my people.
Yeah, my
man,
people made those
people.
shoes.
Yeah.
You know that iPhone you got in your pocket, dude? Dude, my grandma made that. Oh, I almost said it. But I didn't. I almost said it. My grandma made that last week.
Yeah. So
Shoot.
Personally, I just think like, dude, like, as long as your intention
You're
is for
respecting the
yourself,
culture. Yeah.
I don't like. It's not even about I mean, okay, maybe a little.
Well, there is
respect the culture.
there's a degree of respect.
But in the end, still, like, you do what makes you happy.
Do you, boo boo.
You do you. You
Yeah.
do you.
CJ made a point where he's like, regarding the cultural appropriation question, it seems like most people that accuse others of a cultural appropriation are not even part of the culture. That's so true. There's people who want to be angry for other people. Dude, this was happening to me on another Discord. I already talked about this. I don't want to talk about it again. But like,
no.
Yeah, that was like, oh, come on, dude. Just chill out. Stop being offended for other people.
All right. I think
But
fit time for what?
I did want to touch on, man, but that's, it kind of, when I'm just
do
talking
it.
about cosplay.
Yeah.
When,
Yeah, go ahead.
So I have of course, like, if you're black and you want to cosplay Sailor Moon, there's nothing wrong with that. If you're a guy and you want to cosplay Sailor Moon, there's nothing wrong with that. Do it. Enjoy it. You're expressing yourself with a character that you like, that you enjoy. But what I don't like is when people make fan art of certain things and then they correct that fan art.
Oh yeah.
Like, no, you're supposed to. I fixed it for you. The shade of their skin is supposed to be this and that or whatever. Like, it's art. It's interpretation.
It's
Leave
yeah.
it be. Oh my god.
Oh man.
Are you saying
He-
you support Black Jesus?
Yes. No.
Oh
He's
my
a,
God.
like, I mean, a historical. Like, if you
I
think
saw
about like a,
no, I saw a
it's like, oh
church.
yeah,
They legit had a Black Jesus painting in their church. I just couldn't stop laughing.
dude. I mean, if he
He
was on
looked
the
like
cross a
Snoop
long
Dogg. He
time.
looked like Snoop
He was
Dogg on the
a
cross,
long
dude. I was
time. The
kind of
sun
like,
was
bro.
on him, dude. He could have been dark. He could have. I don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know.
We don't know.
Okay. All right. Let's make time for one more.
We actually just have one more question.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah,
Perfect.
so, do you think this is from Aoi? Do you think genders or how you identify yourself online does play a part in a content creator's growth? Example, like how some come out as femboys and have gained massive success over time. I want to answer this. I think it's because like people who come out as femboys, like me. I don't call myself a femboy, but I like being a girl avatar. I just like it. Okay. I'm straight. I'm straight and I identify as a boy man. I identify as a he, but I like being a girl avatar when I play games and when I play like VR chat or when I'm doing this. It's just something I like. So I feel like when these people are doing these or coming out as femboys or whatever, or not even necessarily like coming out like a coming out, or just like they enjoy being a femboy, they're shaking their booty as if they were a girl. Or as if they were kind of more effeminate. That's another hot topic. Like, oh, what's effeminate and what's masculine? Well, let's just call a spade at this point. Okay,
Yeah.
so something being effeminate and something being masculine. Femboys obviously are doing something that's effeminate. That's why it's femboys, and people dig that. Some people don't. Some people dig it. And I think it's fine as long as you're like. I'm sure there are people who are angry or like saying you don't identify IRL as a person who is like bisexual or bi-curious or homosexual, and yet you want to represent a girl when you are online. Like, again, it's an avatar. We're just having fun here, okay?
Mhm.
Leave me alone.
Uh,
But I
got
think
something.
the
Yeah, go.
growth part. Oh, sorry. Like the growth part, I think, is because one people are interested in the like I personally like the contrast of like voice to face. That's just funny to me.
Mhm.
And seeing myself talk with this avatar is just funny to me. But it also feels oddly natural. Like I've asked many of my friends, like, do you see me VTubing or using a male avatar, like a masculine
No.
avatar, like Umgees?
no.
No, it's wrong.
I see you in a female avatar, yeah.
Yeah, and I just feel comfortable. I honestly feel comfortable this way.
My answer to this question. Are you done?
No, yeah, I'm done.
Okay. My answer to this question is that no. It can, but then the real answer for me is it's not specifically that plays that plays a role in growing on the platform that you're on, but it's actually more so of just the generalization of how much does your content relate to the person you're trying to engage. Does that make sense? So it's not specifically like, okay, maybe people do want to be engaging with your content just because you do identify as this or that, but in the end that's still a relativity thing. Like they engage with the content because they relate to it, right? So yeah, that's all I have to say.
My answer is a bit different.
Mhm.
I think it can, but is that what you want? Because of that
Mm.
would be my answer.
Oh, that's a
Because for
That's a
me,
good way.
for me personally, like I said before, I don't care. As a viewer and as a content creator, I want people to watch my content because they find my videos funny, or they watch, or they're entertained because of the things that I say, not because of what I
Mhm.
look like or what my preferences are. Right.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And is it a gimmick? It could be for some people. Some people take advantage of that. I know some
Mhm.
people who pretend to be a specific gender when they're not, or they pretend to be a specific to have a specific sexual orientation, but they're not. for the
Yeah.
clicks. I know some people who do that.
Pretty much catfish people.
Yeah, I know some people who have OnlyFans, and I'm talking about like VR chat streamers as well. A couple
Mhm.
that have OnlyFans,
Mhm.
but they are not of that sexual orientation or that gender that they claim to be, right? So, me personally, I don't think it's that important, but at the same time, it depends on what type of audience you want to foster, right? If you are I have no problem with like hot tub streamers, booby streamers. I have no problem with them, right? But if, for instance, if you're a booby streamer and 90% of your chat is a bunch of like 16-year-old guys with their pants down, right? And they're objectifying you, and you have a problem with that, right? That's where I see a contradiction, right?
Yeah. That's a.
Mhm.
That's
I
a-
know some streamers that embrace that. They understand what they're doing. It's calculated, 100% respect. They know their market, they know what they're doing, and it's calculated. Respect.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You can't say that you are a gamer girl, right? When 90% of your screen is your mammary glands, right? And that's all the content that you've been doing for like 6 years, and then you're decent in League of Legends. Like, that's not that's not like, you know what I mean? That's not what a gamer that's
Oh,
not what a
man.
gamer is today, right? So like
Yeah.
for me, I think that this question, there are some femboys that have come out, and good for them. Good for them. Coming out is a very difficult thing to do, especially in the public light, right?
Mhm.
However, for me, I don't consume content because of what they claim to be, right? Like, for instance, I love
What their
Sam Smith.
orientation
I
is.
love Sam Smith, right? I don't identify with his sexual orientation,
Mhm.
right? Or Bruno Mars or Michael Jackson. I don't care, right? I love their music. I love their art, right? And also, like, for instance, I can use any content creator out there, like Dr. Mike. For all I know, he's probably straight. I think he's straight, but
What
I don't
about
care.
James Charles.
Yeah, but also
Do you
James
like
Charles.
James
Yeah. But you know what I mean? Like, if I like James Charles, I personally
Yeah.
wouldn't view James Charles because he's gay,
Mhm.
right? I would view it because I find his like, what's oh my god, who was his name? What was his name? Shane Dawson.
Shane Dawson.
Shane Dawson. I find some of his videos really funny and really entertaining.
Dude, I used to watch him
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah, I
Like,
don't.
A lot.
But the thing is, like, I don't identify with his sexual orientation,
Mhm.
but I love his
Or his-
content.
yeah.
His content was fun, especially when he was doing investigating stuff, like detective stuff, and he did like some supernatural stuff, which was super funny to watch,
Yeah.
right? But like, yeah, Ray William Johnson, I don't care.
Mhm.
I don't care who he's sleeping with or whatever, right? Or like what your preferences were. It's just that, like, for me, I value is like, what content do you spew out, and like, do you entertain me? Am I intellectually challenged because of your content? Am I learning something? So like,
Mhm.
for me, this is a preference. Like, I don't think it really matters. But at the end of the day, like I said in the beginning, like, what type of audience do you want to foster? Do you want to foster people who like you for who you are as an individual and your ideas? Or do you want a fan base that likes you because you are a femboy? Or that likes you because you're gay? Or likes you because you're transsexual? Right? So it depends. Like, a very controversial YouTuber, like, I think it's very, very controversial. Like, I think Blair White, she's a trans girl, right? And a lot of there are some alt-right people who like her, but there are also people in the middle and people on the left that like her as well, right? And the thing is, like, a lot of people did watch her channel because they were transitioning, and Blair White was talking about, like, transitioning stuff, so they got information from that. But like, a lot of people that watched her because they either agreed with what she was saying, not as a trans woman, but just because of the things that she was saying, or they aligned with her politics, and that's the type of environment that she wanted to foster, right? And 100% go for that. So yeah, that would be my answer. Dude, today was like super political, super
Very
spicy
spicy.
podcast, dude.
Yeah.
But honestly, I like these, like, in IRL, I love having these conversations because, like,
Yeah.
for me, like, I like vocalizing my opinions, but also Asian and also Chocolate too, to a certain extent, have had conversations where we completely disagree with each other.
Yeah.
Like, completely down to the fundamentals, but we still
Yeah.
listen to each other, and then we either agree to disagree or be like, huh, I just don't know.
Yeah.
Like there were some times like,
Eye-opening.
yeah, like Asian and I, we talked in the car where we talked about like, for instance, like there was an incident in Los Angeles where a trans woman, a trans woman walked into We Spa, which is like a Korean spa where everyone's naked, right? And this is pre-op, so she didn't have any surgery done. She still had very masculine features, and she walked in, and there was like
Children,
10-year-old
mothers.
and mothers, right? And yeah, and in We Spa, you're completely naked, right? So is that acceptable, right? For an 8-year-old or a 10-year-old to witness male genitalia from a trans woman, is that okay?
Yeah.
Right.
I
So like
we were literally
we were sitting in the car and we're driving, and ultimately
really thinking about
we
it.
really thought about it, and we understood both sides of the argument, but we couldn't have a very
Couldn't find an answer.
concrete answer to it. But we understood both sides. So like dude, it was like, and that's perfectly okay. Because I enjoy these kinds of conversations, me personally, in real life. But yeah.
I don't.
Oh God.
What the
No, this is like I don't have conversations like this enough with the people IRL. So I need to have an outlet like this. So thank you to you guys especially, and thank you to the people watching and listening.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh God, I'm tired. We've been talking for 2 hours.
Before we ending though, may I
gosh.
ask a favor?
Yeah.
From chat.
Oh shoot. That's right. I have to do 10 push-ups as well. All right, guys, just a heads up. This is an extra thing. So don't leave the stream just yet. We need a small favor from you guys.
Small loan of $1 million.
Charkley is actually auditioning for Niji Sanji.
No, don't say that. No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
Oh, he's not.
Yeah, I am.
Oh, yeah, he is. Yeah. But he needs you guys. He's gonna do a bit, and we need you guys to respond in chat.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna fake it. We're gonna fake it, but we need you guys to type in chat and listen to what he's saying and respond to it. Okay. All right.
Okay. Basically, for now, I just want everyone to say happy 1 year anniversary, Charkley. Happy 1 year anniversary, Charkley. Just in any way you want to say it. Just say happy 1 year anniversary, Charkley. And then some people go like, yo, it's been a whole year already. Whoa. Yeah, stuff like that.
Yeah, pretend you guys are big fans of him and you're disappointed.
Yeah, just pretend.
Some of you guys are very disappointed, and some of you guys are super excited that he's back after a year. Okay.
Yeah. Like, oh, he's back. Yo, I can't believe it's been a whole year. Wow, 2024. Here we are.
All right, go. Go type in the chat. Type in the chat. Go. Happy 1 year anniversary. Woo, yeah. Woo. There it is. There it goes.
Okay, I want to stop the camera because I have to record this. There we go.
No way, a whole freaking year. Melon.
Yeah.
Hype.
A whole freaking year. 1 year was too fast. Yo, keep it going. Just go woo. Just go wee. Spam emotes. And big fat. I want questions like, oh, what happened to your beard?
Exploitation, bro.
Oh,
dude, you're just
yeah.
exploiting this podcast, bro.
Thank you. Oh, this is beautiful. Thank you. We need more. Oh, yeah. Here's to another 700 years. Wow, Cusco.
Wait, what?
Well, happy 1 year anniversary, Charkley. I'm so glad to have met you since you've played with my community. We've exponentially grown together. We love you, and I seriously can't believe it's been 1 year already. Wow.
Dude, all you guys
what
are
happened to your neck beard? Oh gosh. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you.
All right, thanks,
everyone.
Guys.
Thank you. I really appreciate
Dude,
it.
look at you. Dude, all you guys who typed in chat, you guys are all liars. Pathological liars. All
liars.
Pathological liars is what you guys are.
I am recording everything, right? I am recording everything. Okay.
I mean, if you do need it, we do have a
our
bot,
yeah.
So
Or you can use Where's my money now? You take that part in. My family taught me well.
Okay, I want to stop the recording.
Was there anything else that you needed? Wasn't there one more thing?
Oh,
Was that it?
Oh, there. That was it. That's all I needed. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
All right.
Grateful.
I gotta do
went
10
over the-
push-ups.
Oh, that's right. Almost let you off the. All right, we're gonna watch Umji do the push-ups. All right, let me throw on
Let's
some music.
go.
I'm gonna throw some
Let's
music.
go. Play some
Dude.
poppin' music, man.
Gotta.
Poppin'.
I was pretty good this stream, dude. I was pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're pretty
How many did
good.
we do last time? Like 35?
Dude, I did.
Or the 40?
I did 40. I did 40.
You did 40. We
yeah.
did 35.
Yeah.
Oh man, let's go, Omji.
Man. Okay.
Let's
All right. Wait. Let me find a good music. Something upbeat, like this one.
Cause I bleed a little inside of it. Even if it's just a
Oh, he's already doing it.
little bit.
He's already doing
Let's
it.
go.
Cut it off so that it would fit. Start by rolling
Easy money.
down the
Oh,
Oh no! The booty shaking.
he added the booty shake there. Oh man.
Feel my fingers start to slip. And now it's bleeding
Oh man.
a little bit, yeah. Just rip the skin.
Okay.
Don't know if it hurts and makes you cry.
All right.
All right, guys.
All right. Thanks, guys, for coming.
We'll catch you guys in the next one. Same time next week.
Same time next.
We'll let you know. We're not sure yet.
Make sure you guys have notifications on because we're not going to announce it. We're just going to go live.
Notifications.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks,
All right,
guys, for coming.
Peace out. Have a good one. And thank you,
Bye.
Bloom, for the raid. Sorry I didn't shout you out earlier, but hey, peace out. Have a good one.
Thank you, guys. You
Thank
guys have a
you.
good night. You guys have a good week.
What? Oh man.